Well, a great start for Kylie Hutchins. Chris Bachman just now joining it here on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network. Bit of a close call there. We're only on YouTube here tonight, so I posted it on Facebook. That's why I was taking a couple extra minutes there. Basket for Hutchins moments ago. Now Freeland with the basketball. Ball will go in the corner. Shot no good. Rebound battled for. Lucy Keys on the ground trying to come up with it for the Oilers. Waiting for the jump ball call. It eventually ends up in the hands of Morgan Barodachuk. We already do have 4 quick points here from Kylie Hutchins in the early going for the Oiler girls. 4-0, they lead it. 6:13 left to go. Ball goes down low to Lizzie Laney. Shot no good. Freeland gathers the rebound. They'll bring it into the front court. And again, we're going to learn some of these Freeland girls together. Nice steal there from Morgan Barodachuk. She's going to get it up ahead from her sister Lexi Barodachuk. She'll lay it in as well. A great start for the Oiler girls. It's 8-3 Freeland versus 8-2 Mount Pleasant here in our first game. Second game is going to be, 11-2 Mount Pleasant, 11-3 Mount Pleasant versus 13-2 number 1 in the state D3. 3 is up and good for Claire Bertolite. 6-3, that'll make it. Into the front court comes Morgan Barodachuk with the basketball. Goes to the near side. Sister, Lexi Barodachuk. Back around the perimeter, the basketball goes. Lucy Keys with it, not a Barodachuk. In the middle, they get it to Hutchins. Already got 4 quick points here in the early going. Goes back in the middle, Lizzie Laney now with it. She's going to be double-teamed. Finds teammates. Lucy Keys back to Barodachuk it goes. Now to Lucy Keys. Down low to Lizzie Laney. Looking for the hook shot in the lane. It's no good, but the sophomore will draw the foul and head to the free throw line. So let's reset things. Again, coming on a bit late here. Couple connection issues, and say that technology is great until it tells you, well, you can't go live on Facebook. It's just not going to happen. And you say, well, all right, let's try it again and again and again, and it just doesn't go. But starters for the Mount Pleasant Oilers: Lucy Keys, Morgan Barodachuk, Kylie Hutchins, Lizzie Laney, and Lexi Barodachuk. Laney at the free throw line, missed the first one. Sophomore will cash home the second one. 7-3, the Oiler girls lead. 5:08 left to go in the first quarter. In the front court come the Freeland Falcons with the basketball. Again, we'll learn about some of these girls here in a moment as things go on, but they're 8-3 on the year, play a really tough schedule. Ball is in the corner to Bertolite, who just hit that 3 moments ago. Quickly up ahead, ball goes to Morgan Barodachuk. Her right-handed layup is good. Was not an easy one either. Morgan Barodachuk's got 4. It's 9-3. The Mount Pleasant girls with the lead here in the early going. Falcons into the front court. You see the student broadcast team set up in front of me. There's another knockaway by Morgan Barodachuk. Great defense from the Oilers in the early going. Here comes the 3. It's no good from Bertolite. Rebound is gathered by Freeland. Putback attempt is good. And the foul for the freshman, Braylon Petluski. So out there, it's Emma DeShone, Claire Bertolite, McKenna Kohler, along with Jazz Begic. Those are your 5 Freeland Falcon girls out there. Shot up and good from Retlowski. She'll complete the old-fashioned 3-point play. Quickly into the front court, Lexi Barodachuk with the basketball from Mount Pleasant. Gets it down low to Lizzie Laney. Kind of takes a little shoulder shimmy, squares up, misses the first shot, gets the second one to go. Lizzie Laney's got 3 here in the first quarter, and not a lot of resistance so far from the Freeland Falcon defense. In the corner it goes. Freeland looking for the triple try. No good up top. It goes. 3's no good. A long shot. Long rebound goes into the hands of Kylie Hutchins. Nobody's in front of her. She'll go coast to coast for the right-hand lay-in. The senior's got 6 points here in the early going, and the Oilers lead it 13-6 here on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network. What a start for the Oiler girls. It's Chris Spotman coming to you live. Mid-Michigan Sports Network, our Barberry Law Studios, built by Konwinski Construction. Also much love to Gates Drawing and Service, Bill's Custom Fab, the Bird All-American Grill, Clark Modular Homes, Weefrich Financial, Woods Household Appliance, Brad Malley Well Drilling, and Malley Construction. Freeland heading back out there along with the Oiler girls. 13-3 our score with 3:52 left to go in the first quarter. Great start for Kylie Hutchins. She's got 6 points. Lizzie Laney's got 3. Morgan Barodachuk's got 4. Come the Falcon girls into the front court with the dribble. Emma DeShone with it. Go to Retlowski. Swing it all the way around the perimeter. Goes to DeShone back in the corner. Back up top it goes to Freeland. Driving floater is up and good. It drops in for Jaz Begek. A great shot there. They really needed it. 13-3 the score. Quickly into the front court comes Lucy Keys. Morgan Barodachuk with the basketball. Get it in the middle to Lizzie Lane. She's double teamed. Kicks it here in the corner. Lexi Barodachuk drives. Now looks for the extra pass to Lizzie Lane. It's going to be knocked away. Morgan Barodachuk kick it opposite corner to her sister Lexi Barodachuk. Now she'll look to drive with the right hand. Lucy Keys with it. To Hutchins, in the corner to Morgan Barodachuk. Gets it down low to Laney. She's double, triple teamed. She's going to call for the travel. Might have been a little bump out there, but not enough to actually draw the whistle. So it's going to send it back to Freeland. Freeland into the front court. A couple of these girls' names familiar with me, like Emma Deschone, as I saw them last year in a volleyball action. With it on the perimeter. It's knocked away again. Aggressive defense from the Oiler girls. Racing into the front court with the dribble is Lucy Keys, and she'll lay it in. What a start from Mount Pleasant offensively. 15-8 is the score. 2:30 left to go first quarter. Want to get it down low to Retluski. Looking for position. Great double team from Lizzie Laney, but kind of got her hands in the cookie jar there. Didn't need to get that aggressive coming down with the double team. 15-8 is the score. Oiler girls in front here on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network. Emma Deschone with the basketball. Freeland bringing it back towards the top of the key. Going to be a bad pass this time that's going to sail out of bounds. Nobody's going to be able to chase it down. Morgan Barodachuk giving hustle. Always hustling out there are those two Barodachuk girls. It's them two, along with Kylie Hutchins, Lucy Keys, and Lizzie Laney. 15-8 lead for the Oiler girls. 2:10 left to go first quarter. Morgan Barodachuk with the up fake, drives in, kicks it out to Barodachuk. Her triple try, no good. Rebound by Lizzie Laney. First attempt, no good, but she gets another rebound, and that one is good. Laney just kind of padding her rebound stats out there. I'll make the joke. 17-8 Oiler girls in front. Into the front court. Bernalite with it. It's going to be stolen away again. Here comes Laney into the front court, coast to coast for the right-hand lay-in. The Oiler girls' defense is ultra-aggressive right now, and it's paying big dividends as they lead it 20-8 here in the first quarter. Retluski gets it down low, gets really aggressive on the dribble. Her shot is good. She's got 5 here in the first quarter. 19-10, the Oiler girls in front. Here comes Morgan Barodachuk and Lucy Keys on the dribble, bringing it into the front court for the Oiler girls. Keys to Hutchins. In the middle, it goes to Morgan Barodachuk. She turns, squares from the elbow. Shot no good. Looks to follow her own shot. She does chase it down. Great hustle there from Barodachuk. Down low, it goes to Laney. The left-hand finish is good this time. Lizzie Laney has 9 first quarter points for the Oilers. It's 21-10. Mount Pleasant in front. Bernalite wants to crank up that 3. Lucy Keys, great defense, not allowing it. They're working all the way here to the near side to Deschone. Back up top to Bernalite. She's able to catch and shoot this time. It's no good, catching nothing but air. It'll go out of bounds back to the Oiler girls. The Oiler girls lead at 21-10 here in the first quarter. An offensive explosion. A lot of points coming on the fast break via some turnovers with some very aggressive defense from the Oiler girls. Lucy Keys gets it to Morgan Barodachuk. Get it in the middle to Lizzie Laney. She's been electric here in the first quarter. Hands it off to Barodachuk. Back to Laney. Now to Audrey Lang, who's into the game for the Oiler girls. Now Lexi Barodachuk has it here. Want to get it down low. It's not there. Now Keys with the basketball. Back to Barodachuk. Thought about the triple try instead. She'll drive in the lane. Looks for the floater. In and out, no good. Rebound tipped into the hands of Audrey Lang. Her putback attempt is good. Oh, my goodness. What a start for the Oiler girls offensively. They are rolling here against Freeland. Barodachuk knocks it away, looking for another steal. She's going to get caught on the out-of-bounds line. But boy, Morgan Barodachuk has been everywhere in this first quarter. 7 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Retluski has it knocked away from her for a moment. Get it in the corner here. Time ticking down, looking for that last second shot. They just got to launch it. It's off the rim, no good. That'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. We usually send it out to a break, but again, we're coming on a little bit late here, and we're doing the doubleheader, and so we'll give much love to the Woods Household Appliance pregame show coming up here in just a minute. But again, coming on a minute late, only on YouTube tonight. Again, sometimes you just go to connect, and things don't happen, but we put the little link there on Facebook for everybody to find. It is the Mount Pleasant Oilers. Doubleheader action with the Freeland Falcons. Back-to-back doubleheaders. Last night was at the Academy in downtown Mount Pleasant for some fantastic action. Saw Sacred Heart Academy take out Carson City Crystal in boys action. And then it was a great battle between Shepherd and Sacred Heart Academy in girls basketball action, with Sacred Heart Academy outlasting the Shepherd girls. And here tonight, Freeland Falcons versus the Mount Pleasant Oilers. In both games, a little bit of a more traditional doubleheader, I'll joke. You got the 8-2 Oiler girls and the 8-3 Freeland Falcon girls battling it out here. And then the second game, ooh boy, it's going to be special. 11-3 Mount Pleasant versus 13-2, the number one team in Division II, the Freeland Falcons. Mount Pleasant lost earlier this year to Saginaw Heritage. Freeland bested Saginaw Heritage, and so if you're looking for that who played who's going to be the favorite in that game, you'd probably have to make Freeland the favorite in that boys game. But again, they're playing up a division as well. Start of the second quarter, Falcon basketball. 23-10, the Oiler girls lead it. Deep triple tries, no good off the back of the rim. Strong rebound down low from Lizzie Laney. Racing into the front court with the basketball are the Oiler girls. Want to get it down low to Audrey Lang. Pass is going to be a little too tall. It sails out of bounds. Send it back to the Falcons. Didn't really get a chance. Keys to victory in this game. Mentioned a couple times. Coming on a moment late here. But Oiler girls, from what I saw in that first quarter, if they continue to play the aggressive defense that they're playing right now, that is going to go a long way in helping them win this game. And if they continue to play defense, get the turnovers that they got in the first corner and the fast break layups, they could win this one going away. Freeland looks to swing the ball in. Goes into Begic. Guarding her at Morgan Borodachuk. Now it goes to Retluski. Knocked away. Lane is able to recover defensively. Retluski hits the floor. There's no whistle. Pass way ahead to Lizzie Laney. One-on-one. She looks to finish against the defense. Nice job getting back for the block by Bertolite. Freeland brings it back into the front court on the offensive attack. Looking for the drive, not there. And you know we got some big basketball when Lance Manny is in the building. Northwood basketball, real basketball. Way up at it goes to Lucy Keys. Kind of stops, wants to get it down low. Nobody's going to guard Audrey Lang down low, and Lang will lay it in. What a start, I'll say once again, for the Oiler girls. Lang has got 4 points. It's 25-10. Oiler girls in front. With it on the perimeter. Triple tries, no good. Long rebound gathered by Lizzie Laney. She is crashing the glass. Talk about Weber Brothers Sawmill Timber of the game type play from Laney. Into the front court. Oiler girls have it. Up top it goes to Borodachuk. Now here near side to Borodachuk. Morgan Borodachuk. Back down low to Lang. She's going to be blocked this time. She recovers her own shot. Kicks it out to Lucy Keys. Keys looking for the drive. She's double teamed. Swings it to Borodachuk. Borodachuk's going to go in the middle to Morgan Borodachuk. Further over here near side to Lang. It's no good. She gets another offensive rebound in this possession. That putback will rattle out no good. It goes out of bounds back to Freeland. Good hustle there from Lang to give her team a couple extra opportunities at her. Her a couple extra opportunities at it. Just couldn't get one to go. It's 25-10. Oiler girls in front. It was 23-10 at the end of one. It's Chris Bachman here with you, Mid-Michigan Sports Network. It's Chris Bachman on the camera, on the mic tonight. Main man Adam Gursky. I want to say he's got the night off, but I don't even pay the guy. He's just a big help, him volunteering here with the Mid-Michigan Sports Network. But other plans tonight, so we're here with the Falcons doubleheader action with the Oiler girls. Non-conference game. Freeland playing up a division. The Oilers are Division I. Freeland is Division II in the boys game. So it has a chance to be special. Freeland is number one in Division II. Well, they got a big lineman's going to be going to Michigan State to play some football. He's quite the basketball player as well. Very excited to see that ball game coming up here next. Freeland with the basketball. Work it into the corner. Trying to find an opening. Up top it goes to Kohler. Now with it is Deshawn. Deshawn with it. Now to Niederquill. Now to Begic up top. Guarded by Kylie Hutchins. Back to Niederquill. Trying to find an opening. It's not there. Great defense from the Oiler girls. Long cross-court pass to Emma Deschone. Want to get it down low. Double team, kick it out. Here comes an open three off the glass and in. They needed that. Niederquell hits it. It is 25-13. That was a big shot there for Freeland. Lucy Keys brings it to the front court. Swing it around to Lexi Borodachuk. Now to Keys. Back to Borodachuk. Want to work it further over. It's going to be knocked away. Nice hustle from Lexi Borodachuk recovering the basketball. Lucy Keys now has it. Sophomore looking for an opening. It's not there. So Freeland doing a good job switching from the zone, man-to-man defense to make things difficult to read for the Oiler girls. Get it in the middle of the lane as she turns, looks to get the shot off the glass. It's no good. Rebound tipped around, recovered by Freeland. Big will bring it into the front court. Niederquell thought about the triple try. She knocked one down moments ago. She gets it back. She'll shoot it from the corner. It's no good. Nice rebound down low gathered by Big. She'll get another possession here for the Falcons. Get it down low. Double team. Back out it goes. Deschone. Triple try. No good off the rim. Lexi Borodachuk will come up with a long rebound near the three-point line for the Oiler girls. As she brings it into the front court, it's knocked away from behind. Back to Freeland it goes. Halfway through the second quarter, it's 25-13 Oiler girls. Deep triple try is no good from Big. Deschone with the rebound. Wants to pass it down low. It's going to be a little too tall as it goes out of bounds for Grace Kloha. 25-13 our score. Out there for the Oiler girls, it's Audrey Lang, Lucy Keys, Lexi Borodachuk, Lizzie Laney, and Kylie Hutchins. Here comes a little bit of pressure from Freeland right now. Get it in the middle to Lexi Borodachuk. She'll bring it into the front court. Nice pass down low to Laney. She turns, she spins, she gets it to go off the glass. Double digits already for Laney in the first half, and maybe a Mumford Oil and Gas Supply assist of the game there from Borodachuk on the great bounce pass down low. Shot in the lane is up and good for Freeland. That's Big with her second basket of the game. 27-15 Oiler girls in front. Lang with the basketball on the perimeter. Oiler girls doing a great job dealing with the pressure here in the second quarter. Get it in the middle to Laney. Kick it out. Lang, three-pointer, no good. Battling for the rebound is Lizzie Laney. She'll tip it out of bounds, but will send it back to Freeland. The Mount Pleasant defense is doing a great job. They haven't created as many turnovers here in the second quarter. I think some of that credit can go to Freeland kind of being a little bit more sure-handed with the basketball. But offensively, seems like Coach French, Coach McClain, the crew are going to pretty much get whatever they want. Here comes a triple try from Niederquell. That's long. Long rebound goes into the hands of Audrey Lang in the corner. She does a smart job not allowing the track. Quickly gets it out to Lucy Keys. Sophomore brings it to the front court. She's going to be knocked down from behind. An easy foul call for the official. That'll just be the first team foul going against Freeland here in this second quarter. Yeah, it's just 5 team fouls now in a quarter. Sends it to the charity stripe as opposed to 7.5 in the 1-and-1. It's always 5 each quarter in the double bonus now. Ball goes into Lucy Keys. She looks for the drive. Hutchins now with it. Back to Keys. To Lang. Here near side it goes to Lexi Borodachuk. Another girl out there I haven't mentioned on this possession, Lizzie Laney, trying to find some space in the middle. Freeland really turning up the ball pressure now here. Lucy Keys with a nice drive. She'll kick it to Borodachuk. Borodachuk looks for the drive in the lane. It's knocked away. Good defense from Retluski down low. In the front court comes Freeland. 27-15 the score. 2:20 left to go. Second quarter. Gates Drilling and Service halftime report coming up this week in MHSA Sports with John Ross. Triple try from the corner is no good. Long rebound is gathered by Mount Pleasant. But on the out-of-bounds line is Miss Lang as she came up with the basketball. Substitution coming in for the Oiler girls. Haley McIntyre is going to give a break, a well-deserved break to Audrey Lang. 2:08 left to go, second quarter. It's 27-15. Oiler girls ahead of Freeland. Ball goes in the corner. Here comes a triple try. It's good. Biegick now has 7 here in the ball game. She's had a few open triples. Gets this one to go. You don't want her to heat up out there for the Oilers. But Borodachuk answers right back with a triple of her own. Big time answer there from Lexi Borodachuk on the triple. 30-18 is the score. You want to work the ball down low to Biegick. It's knocked away. 30-18 is the count. Oiler girls in front. They led it 23-10 at the end of one. Pretty much an evenly played second quarter. Freeland girls have closed the gap by one. Retluski gets it in the post, turns, shoots it over Hutchins. Not an easy shot. She doesn't get it to go. Out of bounds, back to the Oilers it goes. Much love to J&J Auto, Blockco Pools and Spas, Konwinski Construction, Mumford Oil and Gas Supply, Weber Brothers Sawmill, E&S Graphics, Mount Pleasant Automotive, along with Bryce Updegraff, Joe Wentworth, Pradium Realty, Robin Stressman and Associates, are sponsor of Closing the Deal. Here comes triple try from up top, no good from Borodachuk, looking for back-to-back threes. Rebound is gathered by Freeland. Into the front court, come with the basketball, Begic with it. Swings it over, looking for the three was Bertolite. Back to Begic, she'll take the deep three, she gets it to go. Begic catching fire here in the second quarter. She's got 10, it's 30-21, Oiler girls in front. Knocked away in the front court as McIntyre looked to pass it to Borodachuk. It was Begic there defensively. She get called for the kick, she just stuck that foot out there. 30-21 the score, 1:02 left to go, second quarter. Borodachuk with the basketball. 2-3 zone look now from Freeland. Again, they've done a good job going back and forth between the zone and the man-to-man. Here comes a deep three from Borodachuk. That's no good. Rebound tipped, saved by Freeland, but it looks like it's going to go out of bounds. Actually goes all the way back to Borodachuk near the half-court line. McIntyre now with the basketball. Dribbles in, back to Borodachuk. Thought about the three once again. She gets it down low. Shot no good from the post for Mount Pleasant. Into the front court comes Freeland with the basketball. Begic with a crossover dribble, wants to get it all the way to the hoop. She's going to draw the foul on the play. That'll be the 15th foul going against the Oilers, and so Begic is going to head to the free throw line. She has 8 points here in the second quarter, kind of single-handedly keeping her team in the game. And it was 23-10 at the end of one. It's now 30-21 here. First free throw is up and good for Jaz Begic. She's got 11 here in the first half. Her and Lizzie Laney lead all scorers in this one. Begic's second free throw attempt. That one's also money. She's got a dozen here in this one. Inbounds pass goes to Lexi Borodachuk. Here comes pressure from Freeland. So lady-to-lady pressure, I'll say. Begic bothering Borodachuk. She brings it in the front court. She'll drop it back to McIntyre in between the three-point line and the half-court line. Now to Audrey Lang with the basketball. Back to Borodachuk. Left-handed dribble will get a screen. Now goes to Hutchins. She'll put up the shot towards the buzzer. It's no good. Still 1.5 seconds left to go. As I mentioned, our Gates of Drilling and Service halftime report coming right up here on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network. You hear this week at MHSA Sports with John Ross. Freeland gets it in, but they're not able to do anything with it, and that will bring us to the end of the first half. Mount Pleasant leads it 30-23, able to close that gap a little bit in that second quarter. We're the Freeland Falcon girls. 7 put up in the second quarter from Mount Pleasant, 13 put up from Freeland, including 10 points from Jaz Begic. She really caught fire in that second quarter. All 10 of her points in that second quarter, too, probably came in the second half of that second quarter as well. It was a fantastic performance. Time to send it off to this week in MHSA Sports with John Ross and our Gates Drilling and Service halftime report. We'll be back with the second half right after this on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network.
Hi, I'm attorney Joe Barbary. Just like doctors specialize in areas of medicine, at Barbary Law, we specialize in getting you the best possible results. If you've been injured by someone else's negligence, you owe it to yourself and your family to call our legal team. At Barbary Law, we focus on one thing, and that's getting you the compensation you deserve. Every case we take personally.
My attorney is Joe Barbary, he can be yours too.
Mumford Oil and Gas Supply is your one-stop shop for top quality products and procurement in the Michigan oil and gas industry. With over 45 years of experience and a strong commitment to customer satisfaction, Mumford Oil and Gas Supply delivers the best solutions for your oil and gas production, drilling, and service needs. If you need it, Mumford Oil and Gas Supply can get it. Visit them on Fancher Day or give them a call at 989-317-8582.
The WISL Conference returns this weekend bigger and better than ever, and an historic night for a Lansing Sexton basketball player. I'm John Ross, and this is This Week in High School Sports, powered by the Michigan Achievement Scholarship. The 27th MHSAA Women in Sports Leadership Conference is this weekend in Lansing. About 700 people, mostly female high school student athletes, will be there. Conference goers will attend numerous workshops and have a chance to hear from more than 40 speakers. The opening address will be made by MSU volleyball coach Kristen Kelsey, a two-time team captain during her playing days for the Spartans. The volleyball coach at Central Michigan, Ariel Wilson, will also address attendees. Wilson was a four-time national champion playing at Penn State. Monday's activities will be highlighted by a presentation from MSU women's basketball coach Robin Freeland. Workshops will cover coaching, teaching, officiating, sports nutrition and performance, empowerment, and goal setting. The WISL Conference is the nation's first, largest, and longest-running event promoting the roles of females in athletics, and the event coincides with National Girls and Women in Sports Day, which is Wednesday, February 4th this year. For more on the event, including past program and speaker information, head over to MHSAA.com and keep February 6th and 7th, 2028 open if you would like to attend the 28th Women in Sports Leadership Conference. It's time for Game Balls, when we highlight a trio of standout performances from the past week. First, Croswell Lexington senior Cam Saunders. He had 16, including 9 in overtime, and a 64-57 win over Yale. The win moves Croslex into first in the Blue Water Area Conference. Lansing Sexton's Keyshawn Somerville is now the school's all-time leading scorer. He had 22 in a win over Portland, moving him past Ron Banks and into first place in school history with 1,714 points. And the Flat Rock's Madeleine Hussein, she went over the 1,000 career point mark in a win over Riverview, becoming the 5th to do so at Flat Rock.
The Michigan Achievement Scholarship is funding every grad, every path. Odds are your high school senior or recent grad will qualify for tuition-free community college, up to $27,500 at a public or private university, or up to $4,000 for a trade school or career training program, no matter their GPA. Wherever your child is headed, there's free money to get them there. Simply fill out the FAFSA to apply. Get started at mi.gov/achievement.
Our weekly Be the Referee feature takes a look at the fine art of officiating with registered official Paige Winnie.
Let's talk about the hike rule today. No, that's not when the center snaps the ball to the quarterback. The hike rule is used in skiing when an athlete misses a gate or pole. If a skier misses a gate, the fastest way to fix this fault is by hiking up to loop the missed pole in either direction. You don't necessarily have to go back to your original line and correct your path. You can hike the shortest route possible to allow you to correctly pass through the gate. In flushes and hairpins, if you miss gate 2 but make gate 3, you only need to hike back to gate 2 and pass it correctly and then go on to gate 4. You do not need to pass gate 3 a second time.
Thanks, Paige. Now more than ever, we need officials. If you're interested, please go to the MHSAA website now to register. One of the big announcements that will be made at the Women in Sports Leadership Conference is the winner of the Women in Sports Leadership Award. This year, Anika McEvans is the winner, the 40th recipient in award history. McEvans is currently in administration with the Detroit Public School League and has been a coach and athletic director for nearly 30 years. She was a basketball, volleyball, and softball player while a student at Detroit Renaissance and coached at Detroit Academy of Arts and Sciences, Renaissance, and Southfield High Schools. McEvans received an MHSAA Allen W. Bush Award in 2024, celebrating her work often behind the scenes in school sports. She was also selected for a Skillman Foundation Visionary Award this past year for her work updating and upgrading the education system in Detroit and beyond. The very first Women in Sports Leadership Award went to Lance's Carol Savoy in 1990. Freeland's Jennifer Thunberg won the award last year. For a complete list of winners and to read more about Anika McEvans, please go to MHSAA.com. You've been listening to This Week in High School Sports, powered by Michigan Student Aid, a production of the MHSAA Network. Thanks for joining us. I'm John Ross. We'll be back next week.
Hey guys, it's Tanya from Clark Modular Homes. I'm here to talk to you today about who we are and what we do. Clark's opened in 1983 and has been centrally located right here in Mount Pleasant, Michigan. We have one of the largest display centers with around 12 to 15 homes on display all year round. We have a fully experienced staff. We also have an in-house project manager who can pull our permits and coordinate our job from start to finish. We are proud to have an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. We are our own contractor, making it a one-stop shop for you for your home building needs. As the owner would say, we can do it all.
Brad Malley Well Drilling has proudly served Mid-Michigan since the early 1990s. We are family-owned with 3 licensed drillers and over 100 years of experience. We specialize in 5-inch PVC water wells and systems ranging from 2 to 12 inches. Every well we do includes a 5-year warranty and 1-year parts and labor guarantee. We are available 24/7, and you'll always talk to a real person. Call Brad Malley Well Drilling today for a free estimate. Trusted service, generation after generation.
Weber Brothers Sawmill has been in the sawmill and logging business since 1950. Weber Brothers Sawmill buys standing timber and logs all over central and northern Michigan with National Hardwood Lumber Association certification. You can be assured of a professional job, from the marking and cruising of your woods through the harvest. Weber Brothers Sawmill is a proud supporter of our local high school student athletes. Blockco Pools and Spas is Mid-Michigan's #1 pool and hot tub destination that will turn your old space into your #1 destination. From delivery of a full pool for the family to the relaxing hot tub for after work for mom and dad, Blockco Pools and Spas does it all. Stop by their showroom on Remus Road to check out their beautiful selection of hot tubs and learn how you can build the pool of your dreams.
J&J Auto in Wademan is Mid-Michigan's elite automotive repair shop. J&J Auto offers complete collision repair and mechanical repair. Stop by on Wademan Road or call them today at 989-644-8908. J&J Auto, proud supporters of high school student athletes.
Pure sportsmanship is the most important thing in high school sports. When it comes to your home or business, Pure Plumbing just might be the most important thing. If your plumbing isn't pure, don't worry, no one needs to see the other angle. For Pure Plumbing, call 989-644-8928 or visit mipureplumbing.com. Block Electric Company in Wademan has been powering Michigan for over 30 years. There's no job too big or too small for Block Electric Company, like an entire school or something simple at the home, like making sure the outdoor lighting, thermostat, or ceiling fan is installed professionally. Block Electric Company is a proud supporter of local schools and high school student athletes, learning skills in and out of the classroom to lead our communities tomorrow. Good luck to all student athletes from Block Electric Company, and go Aggies.
Let's head back to the action on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network.
Start of the second half here on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network. Our Barbary Law Studios built by Konowinski Construction at Mount Pleasant High School on this beautiful well, not a beautiful Tuesday, if I'm being honest with everybody out there, but it is a Tuesday. Here comes a deep three from Lexi Barodachuk. That was beautiful. It's money. She's got 6 points, and that's a big, big shot there for the Oiler girls to start this second half. 33-23 is the score. Freeland closed that gap a bit in the second quarter, but that three-pointer puts the Oiler girls back up double digits. Foul in the lane as Retluski was looking for space. Starters here for the second half for the Oiler girls, the two Barodachuks, Lexi and Morgan, Kylie Hutchins, Lizzie Laney, and the sophomore Lucy Keys. Get the ball into Retluski. Looks to finish down low. It is no good. Good defense from Kylie Hutchins and a little help from Lexi Barodachuk. Morgan Barodachuk now gets it in the front court. Down low to Lizzie Laney. She turns, shoots, no good. Maybe a little contact, no foul call. Long rebound goes into the hands of Freeland. Emma Deschone will bring it into the front court. Wants to swing it here near side. There's another steal from Morgan Barodachuk. Couldn't quite handle it inbounds to go in for the layup. But, boy, she has been in the passing lanes a whole lot tonight. 7:10 left to go, third quarter. Mount Pleasant leads Freeland 33-23. Much love, Mount Pleasant Public Schools, Martinez Lawn Care, Bogwai Banga and Bradley, Powell Frame and Collision, Dick Silva Auto Sales, Brickner and Bunker Farm Bureau Insurance Group, along with our friends at Block Electric, The Diner, WW Construction, All Seasons Fireworks, Pure Plumbing, Hanging by a Thread, GNS Mechanical, and the Maryland Chapman Memorial Fund. Shot no good down low for Retluski, but she'll draw the foul and head to the charity stripe. In the second quarter, heating up like a block coat jacuzzi was Jaz Begic for the Freeland Falcons. She had 10 points in that second quarter to keep her Freeland team in the ball game, including 2 triples from downtown. 33-24 now the score. The freshman, Retluski, has got 6 points here for Freeland. Make it 7 as that second one rattles in for the freshman. Here comes a little bit of pressure now from Freeland. That is my key to victory in the second half for the Oiler girls. If there's pressure, they've got to handle it as they lose the basketball there as Begic comes up with a nice steal. She now looks to cross over. She loses the basketball for a moment. It goes out of bounds back to the Oilers. 33-25 is the score. 6:49 left to go, third quarter. Again, Freeland turns up that pressure. That's kind of what's given Mount Pleasant some trouble from time to time this year. They break it easily this time. They get it down low to Laney, and she'll draw the foul on the play. Just as I say, they've had trouble from time to time breaking the pressure. They break it like glass on a concrete floor. 33-25 is the score. 8-point ball game. It was 23-10 at the end of one, 30-23 at the half. First free throw for the sophomore Lizzie Laney is good. She now has a dozen in the ball game with 12 points. Had 9 in the first quarter. Second free throw for the sophomore. Up and good. She now has a baker's dozen with 13. We have a timeout on the floor coming from Coach Josh French. Just a 30-second timeout, and I think what he's doing right now is kind of exactly what I was just saying moments ago. If they're able to deal with the pressure, if they break the press like they just did moments ago, they'll definitely win this ball game. However, if the pressure gives them trouble, I think that's what can get Freeland back into the ball game. Or if Begic continues her hot hand here in the second half. Can also love Dance Again, Dress Consignment Shop in Wademan, CNC Enterprises, the Isabella Community Sportsplex, Mount Pleasant Heating and AC, Smith & Sons Meat Processing, the Beale City Village Store, Sydney's Judges Bench, Dog Central, Berry Funeral Home, Moore's Lawn Care, Doozy's Ice Cream Place, almost up north and Stitches for Britches. I mentioned Doozy's Ice Cream Place. Shavers Bait and Sporting Goods, Gross Farms, Brad Gross Electric, the Fisher Companies, and Kenneth Egger DDS. You can tell I'm ready for the warm weather. I'm ready to hit up Clyde Duesenberry once again at Doozy's Ice Cream Place. Cannot be here soon enough, especially with that wind blowing, and who knows when we're going to see above freezing again. Retluski with it on the perimeter. 10-point lead for the Oiler girls. Want to get it in the middle to Begic. She's double-teamed, quickly kicks it out to Kloha. Back to Retluski. Looks for the drive. It's not there. Great defense from Kylie Hutchins. Emma Deschone now with the basketball. Great wraparound pass down low to Retluski. She gets it to go. Beautiful dish there from Emma Deschone. Mumford Oil and Gas Supply assist to the game type play from the Freeland Falcons there. Here comes that pressure once again. The Oilers do a great job of breaking it. Down low to Laney it goes. She's blocked on the play. Foul call. Be a bit late, but it is a good one going against Begic. 35-27 is the score here. In that first quarter, it just kind of seemed like defensively, Freeland was just kind of seeing, what Mount Pleasant had. They weren't really all that aggressive. Turned up the defensive pressure a little bit in the second and the third quarter. It's helped them close the gap a bit. The other girls have been great at the free throw line. Well, it's been all Lizzie Laney, as she is now 4 of 5 at the charity stripe. Sophomore, second one, it rattles out. Got it up on the rim softly, but they're not all going to roll in. Goes out of bounds, back to Freeland, 36-27. It's two Baroda-Chuck girls out there. Actually, it's not the two Baroda-Chuck girls. It's Audrey Lang, Kylie Hutchins, Morgan Baroda-Chuck, Lizzie Laney, and Lucy Keys out there for the Oiler girls right now. Pardon me. Kloha with it to Deschone. Here near side it goes to Begic. So Retluski. And also out there for Freeland is Niederquell. We have a foul in the lane heading to the charity stripe is going to be Begic. Again, she had 12 points in the first half. Was electric for the Falcons. It's 36-27, 5:29 left to go in the third quarter. Again, doubleheader action here tonight. Mount Pleasant Oiler boys coming up after this one, taking on these same Freeland Falcons. The Freeland Falcon boys, they are number 1 in the state in Division II. Well, a few losses Mount Pleasant Oiler boys have had on the year is to Saginaw Heritage. Freeland was able to best Heritage. Here comes that press break once again from the other girls, and they do a great job with it, getting across the half-court line. Lucy Keys looks to take it into the lane. Up fakes, now goes to Lizzie Laney. Further down low to Hutchins. She turns and gets the short shot to go up over the rim. Nice dish down low from Lizzie Laney. That's the extra pass. I don't even know if I want to call it the high post or the low post, more like low post, even lower post. Hutchins now has 8 points here in the ball game. Got a foul on the floor. Actually they're going to say heading back to the free throw line is Begich. She's got 14 points in the game. She's 4-4 at the free throw line. She's headed back to the charity stripe for a pair. 38-29 is their score. Some free throws now piling up here in quarter number 3. These will be free throw attempts 9 and 10 of this third quarter. Not even 3 minutes in. 14 fouls for the Oilers, 2 team fouls for Freeland. First free throw for Begich is no good. Second shot of that one rattles home for the junior. She's got 15 in the ball game. Comes more pressure once again. Brochuk bringing the ball into the front court. Does a great job knifing through that pressure all by herself. Or the girls working up top. Lucy Keys with it. Now to Morgan Brochuk. Gets it down low to Audrey Lang. Lang looking to finish over a couple defenders. She'll draw the foul on the play. As soon as I said something about the Oiler girls got to deal with this pressure, it's almost like they heard me. And I'm like, we'll show you, Spock, and beat the pressure every single time with ease. 38-30 is the score. Right now, the problem if you're the Mount Pleasant girls is Jazz Begich is heating up like a Blocko jacuzzi out there for Freeland. She has got 15 points on the night. First free throw for Audrey Lang is up and good. 5 points now for Audrey Lang. It was a very balanced attack last night from the Sacred Heart girls and the Sacred Heart boys, turning into a very balanced attack here from the Mount Pleasant Oiler girls. Lexi Borodachuk checking back into the game for Audrey Lang. Lexi Borodachuk's got 6. You've got 14 from Lizzie Laney, 8 from Kylie Hutchins, 6 from Audrey Lang, 4 from Morgan Borodachuk, and 2 from Lucy Keys. We've got a timeout on the floor. We'll keep things right here. Full timeout for Freeland. Give me a moment to run through some more of our sponsors once again. Got our Woods Household pregame show / Bird All-American Girl postgame show coming up in between this one as we got doubleheader action for you. Back-to-back doubleheader action. Last night, Sacred Heart Academy victorious over Carson City Crystal and Shepherd. Boys before the girls. This is one of the girls before the boys here tonight. Mount Pleasant Oiler girls up 10 on Freeland. 4:46 left to go third quarter. In our upcoming game, you've got 11-3 Mount Pleasant and 13-2 Freeland. As I mentioned, one of those 3 losses for Mount Pleasant is to Saginaw Heritage. Freeland beats Saginaw Heritage. We got 2 teams that are non-conference foes in high school sports, and I've never seen Freeland play. I mean, could go check them out, I guess, a little bit on the MHSA net or the NFHS network. But again, all you really have to go on is, well, who played who and who beat who. And so if you're looking at that, you'd have to call Freeland a bit of a favorite in the second game, even though they're playing up a division against our Mount Pleasant Oilers. (40-30) the score. 4:46 left to go here in quarter number 3. Begich will bring the ball into the front court for the Falcon girls. Working in the corner. Now a double team. Great job by the Oiler girls taking advantage of that trap in the corner. Coming away with a loose basketball is Kylie Hutchins. Here comes Lucy Keys into the front court for the Oiler girls. Goes to Borodachuk. Back to Keys. Back to Borodachuk. In the middle to Hutchins it goes. Her short jumper rattles out no good. A great offensive play there from the Oiler girls to work it right in the middle for an open look. It just rattled out there for Hutchins. Begich with it. Kicks to her teammate right in front of the Freeland bench. That's Spearman. Now Kloha with it. Retluski with it. Retluski with a spin move into the lane. Looks for the right-handed shot. It's no good. Kloha with the offensive rebound. Kicks it out. Up fake on the 3. Drive in the lane for Niederquell. Her shot is no good. Lexi Borodachuk gets the rebound for the Oiler girls. Into the front court she goes to the basketball. Now Morgan Borodachuk with it. Big shot Tom Kraser. High and tight footballs coming in here. Check out his son Xavier in game number 2. Hutchins back to Borodachuk on the cut. No opening though. She still puts it up. Almost gets it to go. Looks to battle for the rebound with Retluski. She hustles for it and dives on the floor. What hustle from Morgan Borodachuk. You think about her Zaid Batchelder baller of the game, brought to you by Weefrich Financial. Borodachuk, Morgan's not really piling up the points. She had 4 in the first quarter, but she's got 6 or 7 steals. She's got 3 or 4 assists. She's got 6 or 7 rebounds in this one. She has played great for the Oiler girls to help them build this 10-point lead with 3:20 left to go in the third quarter. Begic. Back down low, out to Retluski. She wants the 3. It catches nothing but air. There's Morgan Borodachuk again there for the rebound. Up ahead to Lexi Borodachuk. Look for the fast break lay-in. It's no good, but there'll be a foul on Retluski. Shout out to Retluski. Big job by her great job by her getting back. She was the one who didn't get the lay-in on the other end. The ball quickly went into the front court for Morgan Borodachuk to Lexi Borodachuk. She was still able to get back, try and make a play on the ball. First free throw for Lexi Borodachuk is no good. She's got 6 points on the evening behind 2 3-pointers. 3:07 left to go, third quarter. 10-point lead for the Oiler girls. Second free throw attempt for Borodachuk. That one no good. There's Lizzie Laney for the rebound and the putback. Laney now has 16 on the night, 42-30. What a big-time play there from Lizzie Laney. Begic with it to Niederquell. Wants the 3. It's good. Big shot there from Katie Niederquell. She's got 6 points. It gets the gap back down to single digits. Foul in the backcourt going against Freeland, looking to get aggressive defensively. It's Morgan Borodachuk, Kylie Hutchins, Lexi Borodachuk, Lucy Keys, and Lizzie Laney out there for the Oiler girls. And that'll be the 15th foul going against Freeland, which will send the Oiler girls to the free throw line. Lexi Borodachuk at the line. Just missed a pair moments ago. She's got 6, 16 for Laney, 8 for Hutchins, 6 for Lang, 4 for Morgan Borodachuk. That free throw is nothing but net. Second game coming up. Mount Pleasant Oiler boys hosting the number 1 Division II team in the state in the Freeland Falcons. Mount Pleasant 11-3, Falcons 13-2. Second one no good there from Borodachuk. There's another offensive rebound from the Oiler girls. It's Morgan Borodachuk. Her putback is good. She's got 6. It's a 12-point lead for the Oilers behind a couple putbacks on some missed free throws the last couple times down. Big time rebounding from the Oiler girls. Weber Brothers Sawmill, timber of the game type stuff there from Morgan Borodachuk and Lizzie Laney. Stolen away, Morgan Borodachuk. Looks ahead to her sister, Lexi Borodachuk. Oh, on the finish, it's no good. Great job getting back defensively by Freeland to force a tough lay-in attempt for Borodachuk. Begic behind the back, looks for the 3. It's good. Oh, what a move right there from Jazz Begic. You talk about the Bills' custom fabrication of the game. It might have to be that play right there with the shimmy, the shake, the behind the back, and the triple from downtown. Lucy Keys, Lexi Borodachuk thought about answering back on the 3, instead drives all the way to the loop with the left hand. No good, but she'll draw the foul on the play and head back to the free throw line. Third trip to the charity stripe here in the third quarter for Lexi Borodachuk. 1 for 4 at the line. See if she can get her back to 50% here, knocking these 2 down. First one rattles home for the sophomore. She's got 8. Yeah, the balanced attack here from the Oiler girls has been outstanding. 8 for Lexi Borodachuk, 16 for Lizzie Laney, 8 for Kylie Hutchins, 6 for Audrey Lang, and 6 for Morgan Borodachuk. That is some balance as Morgan Borodachuk goes out of the game, gets a well-deserved rest. That was a second free throw for Lexi Borodachuk. That one's also good. She now has 9 in the game and is 3 for 6 here at the free throw line in the third quarter. Across the half-court line, Begic with the basketball. Now guarding her is Kylie Hutchins. It's going to be knocked away. Lexi Borodachuk. The Borodachuk girls just continue to come up with steal after steal in this one. Layup no good. Looking to finish with the contact was Audrey Lang. She'll draw the foul and head to the free throw line. And the Oiler girls living at the free throw line here in this third quarter. Pardon me. This will be free throw attempts 13 and 14 coming up for the Oiler girls just in this third quarter. First free throw is good for Audrey Lang. 1:31 left in the third, 12-point lead for the Oiler girls. So they take advantage of the fouls and the charity stripe here in quarter number 3. That was also good. 8 in the game for Lang. And what a balanced effort from the Oiler girls here in this one against a really good Freeland team. It's 49-36. Oiler girls with the advantage. 1:22 left to go in the third quarter. Trying to create space is Begic, but staying with her every step of the way is Kylie Hutchins. Work it near side to Niederquell. Niederquell is back in the corner. With it is Emma DeShone. Here comes that NBA range three. It's in and out, no good. But you can just see the range there. Looking for the fast break now is the Oilers. The pass is tipped. Still coming up with it, though, is Lucy Keys. Keys will slow it down, drop it back to Hutchins. Nice job by the sophomore, staying patient there. Audrey Lang now with it to Lexi Barodachuk. Hutchins has it knocked away from her. Lucy Keys looks to recover it, but it's actually recovered by Niederquell. Swings it over to Kohler. Get it here in the corner to Kloha. She looks for the drive, not there. Back to Niederquell, top of the key for the Falcon girls. 30 seconds left in the third quarter. Get it down low to Begic. She looks for the finish. It's good, and the foul for Jaz Begic. She now has 20 in the ball game and has a chance at the old-fashioned three-point play. She had 2 at the end of the first quarter, 10 in the second quarter. She now has 8 here in the third quarter, can make it 9 with the free throw. Single-handedly keeping her team in the ball game. She'll knock down that free throw. 21 on the night now for the junior Jaz Begic. And here comes a little bit of pressure from the Freeland girls at the end of this third quarter. If you're Mount Pleasant, be very aggressive offensively, dribbling at the defenders. You've been able to get to the free throw line a lot here in this third quarter. Take advantage of that bonus if you can. Lexi Barodachuk with it, guarded by Begic, wants to get it down low to Lizzie Laney. It's going to be knocked out with a call kick ball there. 49-39 the score. 10.2 seconds left to go for the Oilers here to do something offensively in the third quarter. They've led it all the way. At the end of one, it was 23-10. It was 30-23 at the half. Looking to add to their lead here. Long inbounds pass goes into Barodachuk. A little bit of a tie up there. Barodachuk comes up with the basketball, goes to Lang. It's knocked away. She's got 3 seconds, 2 seconds, way up ahead. They go to DeShone. She's got to hurry with the shot. It's good on the buzzer beater from Emma DeShone. Her first basket of the game, and what a job by Jaz Begic getting the pass up just to give her teammate a shot to put it up. It is 41-49 heading to the fourth quarter. The Oiler girls have been in control the entire way, but Freeland just refuses to go away. It's 49-41 heading to the fourth quarter right after this on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network. Weber Brothers Sawmill has been in the sawmill and logging business since 1950. Weber Brothers Sawmill buys standing timber and logs all over central and northern Michigan with National Hardwood Lumber Association certification. You can be assured of a professional job, from the marking and cruising of your woods through the harvest. Weber Brothers Sawmill is a proud supporter of our local high school student athletes.
J&J Auto in Wademan is Mid-Michigan's elite automotive repair shop. J&J Auto offers complete collision repair and mechanical repair. Stop by on Wademan Road or call them today at 989-644-8908. J&J Auto, proud supporters of high school student athletes.
Welcome back to it here on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network. Start of the fourth quarter. Oiler girls lead it 49-41. Morgan Barodachuk's going to get the ball into Lucy Keys right in front of our broadcast position, along with the student broadcast position for the GI Tech Center. Lang with it to Keys to Barodachuk. Also out there, Lizzie Laney and Kylie Hutchins to start this fourth quarter for the Oiler girls. Pass down low to Laney. Bretluski went for the steal, which will allow Lizzie Laney to glide in for the basket. The sophomore has got 18 points in this one for Mount Pleasant. Begic into the front court with the basketball for Freeland. They now trail by 10 once again, 51-41. You got a feeling if somebody's going to get them back in this game, it's going to be Begic or Retluski. As I say that, Retluski hits Begic down low. Her shot is good. She's got 23 points in this one. 8-point game. Here comes pressure from Freeland. Great job by Lucy Keys using the pivot to get into the front court. It'll be knocked away by Begic, but it'll stay Oiler basketball. 51-4-3 is the score. The Oiler girls have led all the way. Goes into Lucy Keys. Knocked away. Up ahead it goes to Deshawn. Deshawn looking to finish on the fast break. Her layup off the glass. No good. She had to hustle because chasing her down was the Oiler defense. Borodachuk now races into the front court with the basketball. Drops it up top to Keys. Back to Borodachuk. Could have taken the triple try, but knows running clock is very important right now as well with that 8-point lead. 6:40 left in the ballgame. 51-43. Oiler girls in front. Kylie Hutchins with the basketball here near side opposite the Oiler bench. Now Delaney at the top of the key. Again, she's very capable to knock down that triple try, but time score situation not calling for her to go for that three. Hutchins gets it in the middle of the lane, looks for a cutter, goes back up to Lucy Keys. Keys looks for the drive. Back to Borodachuk. Oiler girls running some clock here, but they're okay with it. They lead it 51-43. Retluski looks to take it away from Borodachuk. It's knocked away. Coming up with the basketball are the Freeland girls. They get it up ahead. Down low it goes to Retluski. Looks to finish with the right hand across the lane. It's no good. Another big rebound down low from Lizzie Laney. Passes it up ahead to Audrey Lang. Lang into the front court. 2-on-1 for the Oiler girls. She fakes one way, goes for the shot, gets it to go. Great fake right there from Audrey Lang. She's into double digits with 10 points for the Oiler girls, and it's back to a 10-point lead as well. 53-43, the Oiler girls in front. Begic with the basketball to Niederquell, to Kloha. Here comes the deep three. It's no good. Rebounded down low by Freeland. Trying to find some space on the passes. Niederquell, there'll be a timeout called on the floor by Freeland. It's going to be a full timeout. We'll take this one as well. Back with more Oiler girls hoops right after this on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network. They lead Freeland 53-43. Back with more right after this.
Mount Pleasant Automotive on Mission has been serving local auto shops and do-it-yourselfers since 1988. Mount Pleasant Automotive is locally owned and carries all the auto part, car care products, and auto maintenance supplies you will need. Visit them online at mtpleasantautomotive.com. Mount Pleasant Automotive, caring for our cars and our local student athletes. Konwinski Construction offers a full range of construction services on small and large projects. Konwinski Construction is a leader in the community and are proud to support those student athletes who will be leading our community tomorrow. Konwinski Construction on Gover Parkway, Mount Pleasant.
Let's head back to the action on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network.
53-43 is the score, pardon me. I don't need Adam Gursky just on the camera. I also need his help with the math. 10-point lead for the Oiler girls. 5:27 left to go in the fourth quarter. It's been an unbelievable balanced attack from Mount Pleasant. 2 from Lucy Keys, 6 from Morgan Borodachuk, 8 from Kylie Hutchins, 9 from Lexi Borodachuk, 10 from Audrey Lang, and to lead the way, Lizzie Laney with 18 points. On the other side, you got 23 points from Jaz Begic, but she needs some help out there in the final 5:27 of this fourth quarter. Freeland's going to get back into this ball game. Deshawn gets the inbounds pass, guarding her, Lucy Keys. Backdoor cut for Begic. Now they get it up top. Niederquell thought about the three. Good closeout, though, from Lexi Borodachuk. Working in the corner. Retluski with it. Back up top, it goes to Begic. Guarding her, Morgan Borodachuk. Begic looking for the shot. Not there. Great defense from Borodachuk. Deshawn with it. She's going to be trapped in the corner. Looks to get down low to Retluski. Stolen by Lizzie Laney. Up ahead to Morgan Borodachuk. The sophomore going one-on-one with Begic. Lefty lamps good, and the foul. What a play from Morgan Borodachuk. She's got 8, can make it 9 with the free throw, but just a big a deal. That is the 4th foul on Jaz Begic, who has been the offensive force for Freeland in this one. She has got 23 points for Freeland. Now going to have to be very careful out there not to pick up that 5th foul. Free throw is good for Morgan Borodachuk. She has got 9. Again, you think about that. Weefrich Financial, Zaid Batchelder, baller of the game, Morgan Borodachuk, Lizzie Laney, the 2 girls I have in the running right now for Mount Pleasant. Laney with 18 points, crashing the glass. Borodachuk with 9 points, crashing the glass, and coming up with a whole lot of steals for Mount Pleasant. There's another knockaway. Lang's going to come away with a loose ball this time. She'll slide into the front court. Right-handed layup is good for Audrey Lang. She's got 12. What a performance from the Oiler girls offensively. The balance is unbelievable. Retluski with it into the front court. Wants to pass it in the middle. The B gets tipped away by Morgan Borodachuk. Then Lexi Borodachuk comes up with a steal. She'll race into the front court. She'll finish with the right hand. 11 now for Lexi Barochuk, and the Oiler fans absolutely love it. At the end of the third quarter, it was 49-41. It is now 60-43, an 11-2 run to start the fourth quarter from the Oiler girls. The only basket here in the fourth is from Jazz Begic from Freeland. I've talked about the balance. I felt like I talked about it all night last night with Sacred Heart Academy as well. 11 from Lexi Barochuk, 18 from Lizzie Laney, 8 from Kylie Hutchins, 12 from Audrey Lang, 9 from Lexi Barochuk. Lucy Keys with 2 points, and a great job handling the ball with the two Barochuk girls as well. It's 60-43. And this is just game 1 of 2 coming up this evening. So after this one, we've got more Mount Pleasant Freeland action as the boys will hit the floor. Into the front court come the Falcons on the dribble. Want to get it to Deshawn. It's going to get knocked away. Kloha comes away with the basketball. Kloha looking for space. Now to Deshawn. In the middle it goes. Back to Retluski. Retluski looking for the drive. It's knocked away. Coming away with the loose ball is Lucy Keys for Mount Pleasant. Nice spin move from Keys to create some space. She comes across the half-court line on the dribble. I'll get a screen for Morgan Barochuk. Let's go around. Retluski. Will be a foul called on Freeland. 3:37 left to go in the ball game. That'll be the second team foul going against the Falcons here in the fourth quarter. Oiler girls with a comfortable lead, 60-43. Ball goes into Keys. Guarded by Kloha. Now to Morgan Barochuk. Morgan Barochuk swings it over to Hutchins. Hutchins to Lexi Barochuk. I swear she's there, right behind the official. She looks to drive all the way to the hoop, looks for the right hand and finish. No good contact on the play. Might have been a block. Coming away with the loose ball is Retluski. 3:10 left to go in the fourth quarter. The Oiler girls up by 17. There is another steal from Morgan Barochuk. Coast to coast for the lay-in for the sophomore. She's got 11, and she could very well have a triple-double with 11 points, double-digit rebounds, and possibly double-digit steals as well. Morgan Barochuk's been that good defensively. Retluski down low, looks for the scoop reverse. It's not there. Hutchins with the rebound. There will be a tie-up, a jump ball. Keep it with Freeland. 2:44 left to go. Substitutions coming in. Begic coming back into the game, so no white flag being waved by Freeland here in this one. Inbounds pass goes into Retluski. Begic's going to step into the three. It's cash money for Begic. She's now got 26 on the night to lead all scorers. But I said it a couple times, she needed a little bit more help out there. The Oilers have had such a balanced attack. They're able to withstand a girl putting up 26 here on the night. Nice crossover from Barochuk. Into the front court she goes. She'll drop it back to her sister, Lexi Barochuk. 2:15 left to go, fourth quarter. Oiler girls in front, 62-46. Lizzie Laney with a fake in the drive all the way to the hoop. Left-handed lay-in is good. She now has 20 points on the night. Begic into the front court. Morgan Barochuk hounding her. What a great job she's done defensively when she's been on her. Gonna put up three. It's blocked, though, by Morgan Barochuk. Man, her defense has been good in this one. Retluski gets it down low. She'll finish with the lay-in. Timeout from Freeland. It's a 17-point game. 65-48. We'll keep our broadcast right here. Thanks to more of our great sponsors. We're coming to you from the Barbary Law Studios. Built by Konwinski Construction. Also loved it. Gates Drilling and Service. Bill's Custom Fab. The Bird All-American Grill. Clark Modular Homes. Weaverich Financial. Woods Household Appliance. Brad Melly Well Drilling and Melly Construction. Also loved it. J&J Auto. Blocko Pools and Spas. Konwinski Construction. Weber Brothers Sawmill. Mumford Oil and Gas Supply. ENS Graphics. Mount Pleasant Automotive. And Bryce Updegraff. Joe Wentworth. Praedom Realty. Robin Stressman and Associates. I'm going to say in the fourth quarter, well, it's been the combination of the teams closing the deal, but closing the deal brought to you by Praedom Realty, Mr. Bryce Updegraff and Joe Wentworth. It's Morgan Barochuk. 5 points in this fourth quarter. But again, more importantly, when she's been on Jazz Begic, she's given her some trouble. When she hasn't been on her, Begic's been able to score no matter who's been on her, but Morgan Barochuk has made it really, really tough. She knocked away a number of balls in the first quarter. It's a great job defensively from Morgan Barochuk. 64-48 is the score. Morgan Barochuk inbound it to her sister, Lexi Barochuk. If you never listened to the Timeout with the Twins podcast around Christmas time, go check that out. Down low it goes. Shot no good from Hutchins. Rebound, be a foul going against the Oiler girls. 64-48 is the score. And coming up after this one, boys high school hoops. Number 1 D2 team in the state, Freeland. Be a great test for the Oiler boys. 1:39 left in this one. 64-48. Begick into the front court. Again, she has been unbelievable for the Freeland girls offensively. Just need to get some more shooting help out there. She looks to drive the lane. She'll kick it in the corner. Short jumper, no good. Begick will chase down the rebound. Now step out to the three-point line. Put up the triple. It's no good. Rebound tipped by Retluski, but into the hands of Lizzie Laney, who'll get it up ahead to Lexi Barochuk. Barochuk into the front court. All the way into the lane she goes. Nobody stops ball, so she goes off glass and in. 13 now for Lexi Barochuk as Begick races down court with the basketball, looking for the fast break finish. It's going to be blocked on the play. Lexi Barochuk comes up with a loose basketball, kind of knows, hey, we can slow it down. 66-48 is the score. See if the other girls maybe hold it here for the final minute or so. As I say that, the pass is going to go out of bounds back to Freeland. 49 seconds left to go. Weefrich Financial's Zaid Batchelder, baller of the game. And he got 20 from Lizzie Laney, but I'm going to leave it with Morgan Barochuk. Again, she very well could have a triple-double with points, rebounds, and steals. She's got 11 points on the night. She's definitely close to double-digit rebounds, and I think she's over double-digit steals. She has been fantastic. Front court it goes. Emma Deschamps puts up the triple. She'll knock it down. And that's the type of offense you need a little bit of help with earlier in this ball game if you're Jaz Begick. Great crossover from Morgan Barochuk as she brings it into the front court. In the corner to Lizzie Laney. Again, great decision there from Laney. Could have taken the open triple try. She does not do it. Again, knows running some clock is the most important thing here. And look to see if Will Garcia will be back in the lineup as well for the Oiler boys. And one of their stars of the team, seniors, been out since the end of football season. We'll see if he is back tonight for the Oiler boys. That would be a big add for Mount Pleasant, taking on this really good Freeland team. That'll do it. 66-51. The Oiler girls a winner over the Freeland Falcons in just an unbelievably balanced effort all the way around offensively from the Oiler girls squad. We're going to take a break here on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network, hear from some of our great sponsors, and then we're going to come back with our Bird All-American Grill post-game show / Woods Household Appliance pregame show because, yeah, we got another one coming up, and I think it's going to be even better than this one was. Our final 66-51, the Oiler girls a winner. Coming up now, we got the Oiler boys hosting the number 1 team in the state in D2, the Freeland Falcons. The Oiler boys taking the floor right now. We'll be back to put a bow on this one, send it off into the second game right after this. Mid-Michigan Sports Network.
Bill's Custom Fab can handle any job you need, from large-scale steel building projects to fixing your favorite stainless serving pan. Bill's Custom Fab can weld and fabricate anything. Call today at 989-772-5817 or stop by on Gover Parkway in Mount Pleasant.
Jenna Gates
and Kyle Gates here. We are the 5th generation with Gates Drilling and Service.
We've been serving our friends and neighbors in Michigan since 1893.
We have the latest and greatest well drilling technology, allowing us to put in wells where others can't.
Lake lots and tight spaces are no problem.
From our family to yours, thank you, and call at 989-772-7841 for all your well drilling and service needs.
Gates Drilling and Service, where Gates goes, water flows.
Let's head back to the action on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network.
Welcome to our Bird All-American Grill post-game show / Woods Household pregame show here on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network. The Oiler girls a winner 66-51. Our Zaid Batchelder baller of the game brought to you by Weefrich Financial. Morgan Barochuk with 11 points, possibly double-digit rebounds and steals as well. I'm calling the triple-double for her with steals. It was unbelievable. But the balance from the Oiler girls, woo! Audrey Lang with 12. Kylie Hutchins with 8. I mentioned the 11 from Morgan Barochuk, 2 from Lucy Keys, 20 from Lizzie Laney, and 13 from Lexi Barochuk. And so Lizzie Laney will get the tip of the cap for our Weber Brothers Sawmill Timber of the game. She had 20 points, a lot of them coming down low, but what a performance. I'll say from the Barochuk girls, they combined for 24 points, do a great job running the point, and the defense they played on Jaz Begic, who still had 23 in the game, but you could tell the young lady's capable for going off 40 on any given night, and the Oiler girls were able to hold her down to pick up the victory, 66-51. Mount Pleasant Oiler girls are 9-2 now on the year. Got to be getting close to possibly being ranked in that D1 MHSA MPR rankings. But coming up next, oh boy, do we got a good one. It's the number 1 team in the state in Division II, the Freeland Falcons, with a big test for them as they take on the Mount Pleasant Oiler boys, come in at 11-3. Again, the one common opponent that I've looked at or noticed, I guess, is Saginaw Heritage. Freeland bested Saginaw Heritage. The Oilers fell to Saginaw Heritage. So if you're looking for a favorite in this one, I've got to say the Freeland Falcons, the number 2 or the number 1 D2 team coming into this game. But the Oiler boys, in particular here at home, they play so well. They play so tough for Coach Dan Schell. It is going to be a good one. Back with what we'll call our Woods Household pregame show right after this. Thanks so much for listening to the Bird All-American Grill postgame show. Girls basketball's done. Boys basketball's coming up on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network.
Hello, I'm Mike Stanton, and I'm honored to represent the Marilyn Chapman Memorial Fund, created to honor Marilyn's legacy of generosity, compassion, and commitment to our community. At its core, our mission is simple: to support our youth, remove barriers, and create opportunities for kids to grow, compete, and succeed, both in their community and in the game of life. We are incredibly excited to support the Mid-Michigan Sports Network. They do an outstanding job highlighting student athletes, local schools, and the power of teamwork, shining a light on the hard work and dedication that is often overlooked. This partnership allows us to celebrate not just wins on the field, but character and leadership along the way. At the end of the day, it's about investing in our youth, strengthening our communities, and carrying forward Maryland's spirit of giving. To learn more about the Marilyn Chapman Memorial Fund and the events we support, find us on Facebook by searching Marilyn Chapman Memorial Fund. Go Blue Jays.
Value is not just a price. When you buy something for your home, it's an investment. Knowing that you're getting a great deal and service after the sale is priceless. At Woods Household, we only carry quality products for your home at competitive prices. Furniture that is attractive and durable. Comfortable mattresses that last for years. Flooring that stands up to wear and tear. These are all products that last by trusted name brands like FlexSteel, Serta, Whirlpool, and many more. So shop the Woods way.
Mumford Oil and Gas Supply is your one-stop shop for top quality products and procurement in the Michigan oil and gas industry. With over 45 years of experience and a strong commitment to customer satisfaction, Mumford Oil and Gas Supply delivers the best solutions for your oil and gas production, drilling, and service needs. If you need it, Mumford Oil and Gas Supply can get it. Visit them on Fancher today or give them a call at 989-317-8582. Malley Construction in Mount Pleasant are experts in residential and commercial construction. From poured walls, flat work, pipe work, and road work, Malley Construction does it all. And they are Michigan Department of Transportation pre-qualified. Malley Construction is family-owned and a proud supporter of local high school sports. Bryce Updegraff with Pradium Realty, Robin Stressman and Associates thanks the coaches and officials who put in the time to help student athletes achieve their dreams and goals. For all of your real estate needs, the Bryce is right with Bryce Updegraff. With Pradium Realty, Robin Stressman and Associates, 989-620-6595. The Diner, where homemade favorites come to life every day for breakfast and lunch. From fluffy pancakes to savory sandwiches, The Diner has your cravings covered. Discover the perfect blend of comfort food and camaraderie at The Diner. Join them every Friday night till 7 for their famous fish fry. The Diner on North Mission, Mount Pleasant. Hiring a cleaning service doesn't mean you're lazy. Martinez Cleaning knows it means you value your time and want to come home and relax and not worry about the mess. Martinez Cleaning allows you to do just that. Come home and relax to a nice clean home. Schedule your appointment and learn more by visiting Martinez Cleaning on Facebook or call today at 989-289-8615.
Let's head back to the action on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network.
Welcome back to the action. Our Woods Household pregame show here on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network. Barbary Law Studios at Mount Pleasant tonight, built by Conwinski Construction. House Love Gates Drilling Service, Bill's Custom Fab, the Bird All-American Grill, Clark Modular Homes, Weefridge Financial, Woods Household Appliance, sponsor here of this pregame show, Brad Malley Well Drilling, and Malley Construction. Oiler girls a winner in Game 1. Big test for the Oiler boys here in Game 2. Freeland 13-2 on the year, number 1 in Division 2. The Oiler boys unranked, but probably right outside that top 20 and that MHSAA MPR rankings. Keys to victory for the Oiler boys in this one. There is a lot of size out there from Freeland. I was just going to switch the camera over, but they just went to the locker room. And a lot of size for Freeland. If the Oiler boys can deal with that, with the skill you have at your guard positions, Xavier Krager, Braylon French, Zay Rodriguez, Noel Helm, Jake Hutchins coming in, the scoring, the shooting, I don't think should be a problem for the Oiler boys. I think with that size, a lot of things could come down to what happens down low. Will Freeland be able to have some possessions where they get 2-3 offensive rebounds a pop? If that happens, it'll make things really, really tough for Mount Pleasant in this one. Again, Freeland is the number 1 D2 team in the state. But whenever somebody comes in here, I've seen some really, really highly ranked Saginaw High teams, some Flint, Carmen, Ainsworth teams come in here and really struggle with the Oiler boys because they play so well here at home in front of their home crowd and Coach Dan Schell. I'm expecting a battle here in this one. As they look out, though, the one thing I don't think I see, though, is Mr. Garcia out there for the Oiler boys. Actually, he is out there shooting that jumper, number 23, so that is going to be a big, big-time get for the Oiler boys to have Will Garcia back in the lineup, and might also now change my starting lineup a bit as well. We're going to take another break here on our Woods Household pregame show. If it sits on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network thing for a moment or two there, your boys run to the bathroom real quick. When we come back, we'll talk a little bit more about this Oiler boys basketball team and some keys to victory. High school hoops. Girls already victorious over Freeland. The boys now looking for, again, I don't think you can call it an upset when Freeland's playing up a division, but it's the number 1 D2 team in the state. The Freeland Falcons taking on our Mount Pleasant Oilers. Tip-off coming right up. It's Woods Household pregame show. Back with more right after this.
Weefridge Financial knows it can be incredibly overwhelming to navigate the world of financial planning. With trusted guidance and easy-to-understand advice, you can feel comfortable in your financial future with Weefridge Financial. Weefridge Financial assists people in all stages of life with a specialization in retirement and investment planning. Experience the power of working with an advisor dedicated to your success. Visit WeefridgeFinancial.com. Visit them in downtown Mount Pleasant. Call or text 989-953-7888. Weefridge Financial, member SIPC. Martinez Painting, Central Michigan's trusted painting professionals. They specialize in both interior and exterior jobs for your home and business. No matter how big or how small the job, they transform any space with quality and precision. Learn more by visiting Martinez Painting on Facebook today or give them a call at 989-317-5536. All Seasons Fireworks is a big fan of all the athletes, coaches, officials, and volunteers who make high school sports happen. To make your next event bigger and brighter, stop by All Seasons Fireworks on M20 in Mount Pleasant. Graduations, birthdays, weddings, or a big win become more memorable underneath a night sky lit up by the magic of fireworks. All Seasons Fireworks on M20 in Mount Pleasant. When your team or business needs to look good, don't get left hanging. Call or stop by Hanging by a Thread in Wademan, the official embroiders for the Mid-Michigan Sports Network. Hanging by a Thread, a proud supporter of local schools.
GNS Mechanical in Wademan offers service and installation on everything for your home and business. From a simple filter replacement to furnace, central air service, and install, geothermal, and walk-in coolers and freezers. If you have a need, GNS Mechanical has a solution. Learn more at gnsmechanical.com or call 989-644-2106.
Imagine a home that reflects your style. With WW Construction, that dream will become a reality. As a trusted Mid-Michigan builder, WW Construction specializes in builds and remodels that turn ordinary spaces into extraordinary ones. Join the growing family of homeowners who trust WW Construction for quality and craftsmanship. Call WW Construction today at 989-621-2722 to make your dreams a reality.
Welcome back inside the Woods Household pregame show here on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network. Mount Pleasant Oiler girls victorious over the Freeland girls. I believe it was Mr. Laney that I saw in the bathroom just moments ago. Said he might get me that stat, see if Morgan Barochuk did end up with that triple-double line. Boy, she was absolutely unbelievable. You see that clock counting down? 3 minutes left to go until starting lineup national anthem, then tip-off after that. Slide things over to the Freeland Falcons. I mentioned the size. They just got some big boys out there. And I know one of the youngsters committed to go play at Michigan State, I believe on the offensive line. So if the Oilers can deal with the size, I really, truly believe they've got the talent to play with Freeland, in particular in the backcourt. Mentioned those youngsters from Mount Pleasant. Zay Rodriguez, Braylon French, Xavier Frazier. You add in the shooting of the sophomore Jake Hutchins, who's been really good. Noel Helm's been really good off the bench as well for this Oiler basketball team. They got a lot of guys who can handle the basketball, and so I don't think that's something that they're really going to be worried about talking about our Oiler boys. But they're going to need to get key contributions. They're going to need to make their open shots. He asked me for a key or two to victory. That is going to be the case. And I do got the full lineup now for Miss Morgan Barochuk. That's only 3 rebounds. I thought she had more than that. But Lizzie Laney with 28 and 2. She was the Weber Brothers Sawmill Timber of the game there. But now we're looking here straight across at Morgan Barochuk's stats here. Again, I want to see those steals. She came up with 5 steals. So I feel okay times it by 2, giving her credit for 10. But yeah, big shot to Mr. Laney. Come connect to me with those stats again. Lizzie Laney, 20 and 8 in that first game. Morgan Barochuk with 11, 3 and 5, but I felt like it was more than 5 steals. Some of those might have been some tips, but an unbelievable performance from the Oiler girls in our first game, winning it 66-51 over the Freeland girls. Now it's time for the Freeland boys and the Oiler boys. Starters the last time I saw Mount Pleasant. It's Xavier Frazier, Braylon French, Zay Rodriguez, Jake Hutchins, and Nate Davis. If you ask me what I think it's going to be, I think you'll probably slide the sophomore Jake Hutchins out of the starting lineup for the senior Will Garcia, but really excited to see Garcia back in uniform. We're going to take a break here on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network. When we come back, we will have the opening tip. The Oilers, the Falcons, Boys High School Hoops on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network. Keeping things right here for a moment as I get ready to open up a new commercial break here. I'll joke a little behind-the-scenes action for everybody as I open up the new commercial break.
Jenna
and now
Gates.
we're rolling.
And Kyle Gates here.
Sunday for lunch and dinner. Delicious pizza, the world-famous Bird Burger, handcrafted, fresh-baked subs, many apps, and much more. There's something for everyone at the Bird in downtown Mount Pleasant, where friends gather like family. The Bird, supporting high school sports in mid-Michigan for nearly 100 years. We have all seen this sticker, maybe in Mount Pleasant, Beale City, Ithaca, or Traverse City. There is a reason you see that sticker everywhere. That's because Dick Sova Auto Sales has been selling sharp used cars and trucks for 3 generations. Stop in to see the Sova family in downtown Shepherd for your next low-mileage, immaculate car and see why they're known for over 40 years of fantastic customer service. Or you can view their inventory now at DickSovaAutoSales.com. Dick Sova Auto Sales, selling sharp used cars and trucks and supporting sharp student-athletes. Powell Frame and Collision knows we all spend a lot of time looking out the windshield. So if yours gets cracked, dented, damaged, or destroyed, Powell Frame and Collision, along with their expert collision service, now offers expert auto glass replacement. Working with insurance, they can replace all makes and all models, including new advanced driver assistance system windshields. Mention you saw this ad and you can get $100 off of your windshield replacement. Powell Frame and Collision, downtown Shepherd. For over 4 decades, ENS Graphics has delivered confidence, trust, and peace of mind by providing their customers with expert service and using state-of-the-art technology. We all know in sports, what's on the inside counts the most. But when it comes to your business, school, organization, what's on the outside does matter. If your business needs anything printed, ENS Graphics can do it. If you want your club, team, organization to look good, ENS can help with that. They take your vision and make it their mission. ENS Graphics, a proud supporter of the Mid-Michigan community and their local athletes. Visit ENS Graphics at their location down in Ithaca or visit their website at esgraphics.com. ENS Graphics, printing all things physical.
Oh, welcome back to it here on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network. And for everybody's listening pleasure, I'm now joined by Jason Bubba McLean, so you don't got to put up with me. I had Mike Verlager come on the postgame with me last night because I figured after 2 Sacred Heart games, people probably heard enough of me. So get a new voice on here. Thanks so much for being able to join me. And actually, I'll say I'm a little surprised not to see Mr. Will Garcia in the starting lineup, but I know he's just coming back as well.
I think give him time. I mean, you just got to get acclimated. The biggest thing is conditioning with Will. Obviously, you know, he's going to bring a lot of energy and a lot of juice to these kids, what Coach Shell is trying to do. So he'll be in there before too long, I can only imagine.
Yep, and Tristan Comer in the middle with Nate Davis jumping it up. And Freeland, I talked about in the pregame, I think you're going to agree with me, Bubba. If the Oilers can deal with the size of Freeland, they're going to be in good shape here. You have just as skilled a guards as anyone, but Freeland's very deep. They're ranked #1 in the state in Division II for a reason. As I talk about that guard play, they always come up with a steal. Zay Rodriguez into the front court, and you're not going to find a lot of guards quicker than Zay Rodriguez at any level in boys high school hoops here.
No, absolutely not. That's the thing with him and Frazier out there running the show for Mount Pleasant along with Hutchins. That's what Mount Pleasant's going to have to do tonight. They're going to have to control the ball. You're going to have to battle on the boards and just take really good, efficient shots on offense as we see a steal by Freeland.
Knock away from behind. Here comes Freeland to the front court. We're going to be learning these Freeland guys together. You know the Mount Pleasant Oilers. It's Braylon French, Josh French's son. Goes down low. There is a finish for the big man, Tristan Comer. And I believe he's their big guy headed to Michigan State to play football next year. And so that's the guy. He's going to be a load to deal with down low. It's going to be Nate Davis, Tyler Shell trying to battle with him down low. Braylon French looks to bring into the front court out there with Zay Rodriguez, Xavier Frazier, Jake Hutchins, along with Nate Davis. There's going to be a travel at the half-court line. Good pressure defense there from Freeland. Again, you look out there, Freeland's got about 2 or 3 inches on about every single Mount Pleasant guy. That's going to be the little bit of difference in this game between these two teams.
And one of the things Freeland's going to really want to do is once Mount Pleasant guards get that ball past that half court, kind of that coffin corner in the front court, that's where they're going to pressure. Mount Pleasant's got to do a really good job tonight of moving the basketball, getting the ball to the middle, and attacking, getting some 3-on-2 opportunities.
Comer with it on the perimeter, kicks it in the corner. Now goes here near side to Huckabee. Huckabee with a little hesitation. Good defense from Zay Rodriguez. They want to get it down low to the big man, Comer. He's double-teamed immediately. Extra pass knocked away by French. Freeland does recover it. We're going to have a foul on the play. Hitting the deck for Freeland was Cooper Wagner.
Mount Pleasant's going to have to do that, though, tonight. They're going to have to double down. They're going to have to make Comer get rid of the ball. I mean, then you got Huckabee. They got 4 shooters out there. Freeland is well coached. They're very well. They remind me of the Mount Pleasant team that was right around the COVID year.
You're talking about Huneman, the Ostrowski,
Watusic. Very, very, very similar to them. And he'll go out there and he'll hit that shot too.
Knocked away. Good defense from Nate Davis, but it'll stay here with Freeland. And you probably do. You don't want to give the big man the wide open shot. Like I said, he's going to Michigan State. He's a premier athlete, no matter all sports superstar type of guy. He can knock it down from anywhere. And it also looks like he can put it on the deck too as well.
Very skilled, very athletic. He's just a really, really good athlete. As we see the 3-point shot there that he misses.
No good from Comer. Frazier going to get the rebound. Slow things down a bit as he brings it into the front court. And again, Freeland's another team. Whether they want to run, whether they want to go in the half court, they're capable of both. Great up fake from Hutchins, but it's blocked down low by the big man, Comer. Great help defense there from Freeland. Quickly into the front court, they go with the basketball.
If you're Jake, though, you got to keep going. One more dribble. Try to get to that free throw line. Worst case scenario, you get to the free throw line. Nice job by Frazier to get the steal.
They wanted to drop it off in the post to Comer. Wasn't there. Braylon French into the front court for the Oiler boys. Will drop it back to Xavier Frazier. Out there, Nate Davis. Nate Davis. Mr. Hutchins.
Jake's out there tonight in the starting lineup again. Mount Pleasant's got to keep the score low tonight. They want to be in the 30s. I think if they are in the 30s, the advantage goes to Mount Pleasant.
Steal from Freeland, just as Bubba was saying that. Freeland looking to race down. The layup is finished. There's a good job by Crazier getting back to make it tough for Cooper Wagner on the finish, but he is on the board. Here comes Mount Pleasant in the front court. Great job breaking that pressure. They drop it back to Crazier. Now to Zay Rodriguez, to Braylon French. Catch and shoot for the junior.
That's
it's
big.
money!
Yep. And if the Mount Pleasant can move the ball and then get their feet set, they can make some shots. They'll make this an interesting ball game. Defensively, Mount Pleasant is going to do everything they can. They're going to bring a lot of energy. They're going to be in the passing lanes. They have to make Freeland make their offense.
Drive in a lane, no good. It'll be stay here. Great defense for Braylon French. And you can tell by that play right there, they're going to let him play. That was one where French and the ball handler were both jostling a little bit, and Will Garcia is into the game, coming in for Zay Rodriguez.
It's a little extra size, a little extra strength in there, and he's the type of kid he's going to give you everything he's got and then some.
Yeah, but I love talking with Coach McIntyre football season. He was like, well, he was a basketball player, but he kind of joked, So I'll say he brought him over the dark side. There's a turnover. Great job by Nate Davis.
Great job fronting the post, getting around it. This is where Mount Pleasant's got to pick their poison sometimes. If they're gonna do this.
Crazier in the corner to French. That's no good. What a great move from Crazier, though, to get all the way into the lane.
Garcia with a deflection already. That's what he brings, Chris. That's the energy he brings to the table.
Crazier, straightaway three, no good. In and out, though. Comer comes up with the rebound. Freeland will bring it into the front court. Driving lane, we're going to have a travel call on the perimeter. Catching it, kind of shaking things a little bit was Heilman. It's going to go back to Mount Pleasant, 4-3. Freeland with the lead, but you talked about it. This is the type of pace you want, 8-10 points a game for each team. If you do that, if you're Mount Pleasant, you're going to be there at the end. You get up running up and down. Freeland could run away with this one. And kind of the one common opponent thing, which is really all you can look at with high school sports sometimes, is Saginaw Heritage. The Oiler boys fell to Saginaw Heritage. Freeland beat them. So if you're Freeland, you're coming into this game with that type of confidence. Tyler Schell into the game for the Oiler boys, along with the aforementioned Will Garcia. Out there also is Noah Helm. Here comes another three from French. No good in the corner. Cannot leave him open, but you want Braylon French to continue to shoot that shot. If he catches it and he's open, he's got to shoot it every time. He's that good of a shooter. Down low to Comer. Great help defense from Noah Helm. Late foul call going against the Oilers, but I never mind the late call. Wanted to see if that was going to affect the play. It did, so they blow the whistle.
At that point, though, that's just mean I'm not being a homer by any stretch of the imagination. That's when you just kind of let go, because if you're going to call that, you got to call it on the other end.
Well, and you look at what French got away with just a little bit ago as well, too. But you know who's got the best seat in the house? Brought to you by Woods Household Appliance. It's those officials out there. Inbounds pass, three straight away off the inbounds. May have been a foul on the shot there. It's rebounded down low by Freeland. The putback is up and good for Ross Farrell.
You need guys like Farrell, though. Guys who are just the glue type guys. He's not going to out hustle you or he's not going to out athlete you, but he's the type of guy he's got to hustle.
Full court pass to Shell. Little catch and shoot on the baseline. It's no good. 6-3. Freeland in front. They take it into the front court. Look for the left-handed drive. Nice backdoor cut down low, and the pass is there as well. That's Xander Wheatley with the basket. And you're already seeing now the depth of this team as I'm like, man, hang on. They got 6 new guys out there, it seems like. Way up ahead, there's a steal in the front court. Freeland now racing on the fast break. Wheatley with it. He'll kick it back up top. Freeland will slow things down. They now lead it 8-3. Kind of back-to-back turnovers here for the Oilers. With the basketball on the perimeter is Hine. Work it up top. Now with it is Huckabee. Guarding him is Braylon French. And there's that size difference. That's pretty much me guarding you out there with French and Huckabee. He's got about 5 or 6 inches, about 20, 30 pounds out there. Down low it goes. Fake the pass one way. Now they'll bring it up top with Farrell. Here near side it goes to Leseski. Pardon me. Knocked away by Crazier. What a pick of the pocket. Up ahead it goes to Garcia. He loses it for a moment. Helm looks to save it. It goes out of bounds.
That's that basketball awareness. He'll get there, but that's one of those things where Noel's got to communicate with him a little bit better in that situation. But, yeah, I mean, Mount Pleasant's just kind of – they miss a couple shots, but they're getting what they want so far. They're getting in transition. They're just kind of stabbing themselves in the foot, or shooting themselves in the foot, if you will.
Yeah. And if you're Mount Pleasant, though, except Braylon French has shot 3 open threes. He's 1 for 3 more times than not. He's going to be knocking down 2 out of 3 or 3 out of 3. You'll take that all day.
The same thing with Crazier. Crazier's was in and out.
True that. Down low it goes. Wheatley looking for space. All over him, though, is the aforementioned Crazier. They work it around, goes in the corner. Here comes a triple try. It's no good, in and out. With the rebound is Zay Rodriguez for the Oiler boys. He'll bring it into the front court, dealing with a little bit of pressure from Freeland. Does a good job kind of backing away from a trap there. Now we'll swing it to Xavier Crazier right on the Oil Derrick logo here at Mount Pleasant High School, where our Barbary Law studios are here on this Tuesday evening. Great roll on the screen. Well, I guess the fake screen there from Nate Davis.
Just slipped it a little bit. Yep.
Got a little backdoor cut there. And Davis, one of those guys, not a huge offensive threat. And so you can get away with that 2-3 times in a game if you work it just right.
Well, Freeland's so well coached. They hedge out really, really well on that ball screen. And obviously Mount Pleasant's very well coached. So they've seen something on film that tells them that all they have to do is kind of slip that hedge screen, and they're going to have the opportunity to get a couple buckets. Anytime you get points out of Nathan is a huge get.
Blocking foul going against Crazier, much to the chagrin of the Mount Pleasant faithful here.
It's a split second late on his footwork.
8-5 the score. Hutchins checking back into the game for the Oilers. Those replacement parts, those substitutions brought to you by our friends at Mount Pleasant Automotive. Just like your vehicle needs replacement parts, so does Coach Shell. They got them all for you at Mount Pleasant Automotive. It's Hutchins, it's Davis, it's Will Garcia, it's Zay Rodriguez, and also out there for the Oilers is Jaden Lang.
Which I'm really looking for something out of Jaden tonight. He's got to give Coach Shell and the Oilers a little bit of inside presence tonight.
Got to try and match what his sister did in the first game. We could joke that.
She was really good.
Driving a Lang for Rodriguez. Back to the aforementioned Lang. Kick it to Garcia in the corner for the triple. No good. Rebound is gathered by the big man Comer. Drop it off to Huckabee. Huckabee into the front court. He'll get it back on the perimeter. Looks to drive by the defender. Takes it in the lane, kicks it out. Here comes an open triple try from Freeland. It's cash. Big shot there from Ross Farrell. He's got 5 here in the early going, and that was a nice dish on the perimeter. Ball goes into Garcia, back to Rodriguez.
Sorry, Freeland has 2 alphas, Huckabee and Cromer. Those are their guys, but they've got a really good supporting cast as well. That's why you say the aforementioned number 2 ranking in the state of Michigan. For that reason, obviously they're well coached, and they just run a system that's very conducive to what their skill set is.
Zay Rodriguez knifes through the lane. Shot up good and a foul. What a floater from Zay Rodriguez.
Love that kid. I've said it a million times, Chris. I mean, obviously getting to coach him as a position coach for the football team. Zay's just the type of kid, he's never going to hurt you when he's out there. I mean, occasionally he'll make a mistake here and there, but you can live with those types of mistakes. That's just a good take right there. Mount Pleasant keeping this close with only 4 points down with 21 seconds to go. Quick first quarter.
And the one thing to say with Zay Rodriguez, we said you're not going to find anybody quicker than him in the state, whether it's basketball, whether it's football, whether it's on the track. He is elite speed. Freeland into the front court.
Shoes.
16 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Huckabee with it, guarded by Hutchins. They get it to Comer, the top of the key, back to Huckabee. Looks for the Euro. It's going to be, he kind of loses it. Yeah. Comes up with Wheatley. Comer gets it, though, and he'll finish down low. And that's the type of play that's just, it's almost like a little bit of bad luck out there for Mount Pleasant, but those are the plays you cannot give up against a team like Freeland. End of the first quarter. We'll keep the broadcast right here as Bubba McLean joins me. Let's go dive back a little bit into the girls' game. 13-8 Oilers trail at the end of one, but I want to talk about the balance that you guys had in that girls' game. And you're the JV coach. You do a lot of stuff for the varsity as well with Coach French. Morgan Barochuk with 11. Audrey Lang with 12. 8 from Kylie Hutchins. 20 from Lizzie Laney. 13 from Lexi Barochuk. 2 from Lucy Keys. Did a great job handling the ball as well.
Well, Lucy coming into Rowan as getting a chance to play varsity soft. Play a lot with me last year. When she did, she was clearly one of the better players on the court. Coach French made that decision to bring her up to varsity as a sophomore, which I think was a great decision. But really what kind of was the catalyst for our girls tonight was Kylie Hutchins. That first quarter, getting those 6 points, doing a really nice job of keeping her girl behind her, catching the ball in the post, making little moves that she's developed over the last couple of years, and she made shots. And then obviously Lizzie with her size and her athleticism, 6'3", you can't coach that, you can't teach that, you've got it or you don't. And then the Barochuk twins did a really, really nice job. The thing that I really liked more than anything, though, was like we got up, and then Freeland kind of made a little bit of a run, but then our girls did a really good job of just staying poised, staying patient, and not letting the game get bigger than what they were trying to do tonight. So really, really, really big win for Coach French and our varsity girls.
I talked a lot about them just dealing with the pressure was going to be a big deal in that game, and they were able to deal with it very, very well. And when that team deals with pressure, they have really got some scores.
Oh, there's no question. If we can just stay within the framework of what we do, much like the boys team, we're a tough team to beat, as we've seen. Now we're 11-3 or 10-3 or 10-2, whatever it is on the season. So big one at Roscommon on Thursday against the state-ranked team.
Hutchins with it to Lang. Now to Will Garcia. Going to corner to Zay Rodriguez. Down low, want to get to Lang. It's knocked away. Good defense by Wagner. He'll come up with a loose ball. Here comes Freeland zipping into the front court. Pass is knocked away by Rodriguez. Huckabee does retrieve it to Comer, who's kind of waiting for it at the half-court line. Huckabee to the elbow. Wanted to get it down low to Comer. It's not there. Now they do get it to Comer. Trying to knock it away from behind was Lang. But you don't mind that play because if you get the basketball to the big man Comer there, Lang's just going to kind of be stuck on his hip. So he comes around, tries to get the steal. He gets called for the foul.
We've got 15 fouls between Davis, Lang, and Shell. Those 15 fouls, the opportunities. You got to make Cromer earn it. I mean, obviously, look at him. He's 6'6", he's 260, whatever he is. There's a reason why Michigan State likes him for football. But he's also one of those kids, too. I mean, if you just let him put the ball down and you play good defense, put yourself in position, you have a chance to stop him.
Ball goes in on the inbounds. Kick it in the corner. Here comes a triple try from Leseski. It's not good. Long rebound ends up in the hands of Noel Helm. Helm looking to use his speed to beat everybody down court. Wants to pass it to Lang. It's knocked away once again. Great defense from Freeland. Quickly into the front court they go. And it's Cooper Wagner coming up with that steal. Large going against Highland. And that's one thing I mentioned in the pregame as well. I've seen some highly ranked Flint, Carmen, Ainsworth teams, Saginaw Heritage teams, Saginaw High teams come in here to Mount Pleasant and get beat because of how well Dan Shell coach teams play here in this gym.
Well, you got to give up your body sometimes. Some kids just don't want to do that, but if you're going to play for Mount Pleasant, you're going to play for Dan Shell, you're going to give your body up.
A little bit of pressure here from Freeland. Noel Helm wants to get it across the half court. Took his time a little too much there. It's going to send it back to Freeland on the turnover. 13-8 is the score with 6:35 left in the second quarter. A 30-second timeout. Again, we'll continue to keep things right here. It's Chris Spotman, Bub McClain here with you on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network.
Well, this timeout is just, obviously Noel's going to hear it from Coach Shell because this is one of those games where you got to get the ball. They're just going to kind of lull you to sleep with that little half-court trap. I mean, it's not great pressure. It's token pressure, but they're bringing it to you, so they're making you kind of make a decision, making you panic, and that's what Mount Pleasant has to do a better job of. It's just getting the ball to the right people in the right spots and then turning and going with it. Just, again, that's what Freeland wants to do. Kind of an all-hustle lineup out there right now. You got Helm, Shell, Rodriguez, French, and Hutchins out there. So Jake Hutchins is going to have to get free for a couple three-point shots at one point or another.
Ball goes into Rodriguez. And they always functioned well in the half court in that first quarter. It's been the pressure that's given them some trouble here in the second quarter. Helm gets the ball, looks to go baseline. It's trapped there. Nice job kicking it out to Shell. Shell now dealing with the defense.
That's that trap.
Wagner now to Rodriguez. Back up top. It goes to Braylon French. Now back to Noel Helm here. Swing it over to Tyler Shell. Comer was going for the steal. Nice job by Shell kind of closing in on that pass to come up with it. Now it's knocked away from behind. Into the front court comes Freeland here. Their defense really causes some havoc here in the second quarter. But Rodriguez takes it back.
But if you're Tyler, you can't push, you can't press in that situation, though.
Wagner with another steal. Cooper Wagner is all over in the passing lanes. He's got 4 points. I think he's already got 4 steals as well, Bubba.
He may. He's very active.
He's got another one there. Looks to get it down low. That pass will be thrown away. Jake Hutchins comes up with it. But again, he's in that corner, wants to pass it back to Braylon French. French gets it up ahead to Helm. Now to Rodriguez. Rodriguez gets it to Shell in the corner. Shell up top to French. French looks for the floater in the lane. No good. Rebound tipped out into the hands of Wagner. Wagner into the front court offensively. Kicks it in the corner. Here comes a triple try. We're going to have a travel on the shot. Setting his feet was Leseski, but an easy call for the official right there as he kind of set his feet one time too many.
It's kind of fun to watch them in transition, though, because they do a really nice job of running down the middle of the floor with their first guy. Their trailers do a really good job of staying outside the three-point line, getting their feet set, having their hands ready. It's just a lot of transition work that they've done, and just a well-coached team.
And I know they got a good football team. Again, we talked about their big man, but watching Wagner get into the passing lanes, boy, he'd be a good defensive back out there for Freeland. The extra pass to Hutchins for the three.
There's one.
Cashes it home.
There's one. And that's what Mount Pleasant has to do. Beat that pressure and make Freeland pay by hitting the outside shot.
Just what the doctor ordered there for the Oilers on the triple. It's 15-11. Drive in a lane. Wild shot, no good. There's Comer there for the putback. Big-time play from the big man down low. Here comes full court pressure once again. Zay Rodriguez gets it into Hutchins.
Don't pick up your dribble.
Hutchins does pick up that dribble. Gets it to Helm. Helm knows he's got to hurry this time. Gets it further ahead to Hutchins. Hutchins into the front court. He's going to lose it for a moment. It's stolen by Freeland, and my bad on the camera work there. Looking for the dunk, but just laying it in is Heilman for his first basket of the game, 19-11. And the Oilers struggling with this pressure here. Helm looks to bring it into the front court. Passes it back to Braylon French. French to the half-court line, way up ahead to Nate Davis. He's wide open down low for the lay-in. That's the coach's son right there, looking ahead, knowing he's got the man when he saw the numbers.
Get your eyes down court. That's what you have to do as a guard. You have to have your eyes down court in that situation.
Comer takes it into the lane, looks to finish over and under a couple defenders. He gets it to go. There's just the strength of the big man, Tristan Comer, kind of finishing through some defense. Ball goes into Hutchins. Back to Helm it goes. Now to French into the front court. French all the way into the lane. He's going to draw the foul on the play. And that's what you need to do with a guy like Wagner, who's very, very aggressive. You need to, as I've heard you say many times, you need to fake a pass to make a pass. When you catch the ball, he's closing out on you. You need to up fake every time to try and take advantage of his aggression.
And this is where Mount Pleasant has to take advantage of that. To your point, though, that's what you have to do in those situations is now that Comer's out of the game, you got to try to take the ball to the basket.
French will inbound it out there with Rodriguez, Hutchins, Davis, and Will Garcia. Rodriguez with it here near side. Dribble it up towards the top of the key. Drop it back to Braylon French. Now with it is Hutchins.
Switching a lot of perimeter screens is what Freeland's doing.
Back to Braylon French. French back to Zay Rodriguez. It's 21-13, 3:24 left to go second quarter. Rodriguez to French. Looks to drive in a lane. Kicks it back out to Davis.
Be patient if you're Mount Pleasant. Work the ball around. Make them break down on defense.
Hutchins wants the NBA three. Money!
That's what you do right there if you're Mount Pleasant.
Big time dribble there.
The ball. Set your feet. Make a shot. And then play defense. 20 without Comer in there right now.
21-16 is the score. Great defense from Will Garcia on the perimeter. Hounding Heilman.
Nice.
Davis looks to take it away, dives to loose ball. Good hustle from Davis, but you got to call that one as he kind of dove into the offensive player's legs there.
Yeah, totally. I mean, it totally invaded his space, but if you're Coach Shell, you'll take that too. And the other thing too is now you can reset your defense here. Use the fouls. You have them, you have to use them sometimes. Slow the pace down.
21-16 the score. 2:41 left to go, second quarter. Heilman gets it to Huckabee on the baseline. He looks to drive. We have a foul going against French.
It's two.
Huckabee.
Huckabee is committed to Saginaw Valley, but I'm telling you right now, there is several Division I programs in the state of Michigan, one local, that needs to look at this kid because he's a coach's kid. He's been in the gym since he's been old enough to walk. He knows the game. He's a really, really skilled young man who's got a bright future in this game.
They work it around the perimeter. Going to step into the shot is Freeland. They get it back to the aforementioned Huckabee. He looks to go baseline on Hutchins. Great defense from Jake Hutchins. Pass in the middle to the cutter. Be a foul drawn against the Oilers. That was a great cut from Tucker Heilman. Going baseline was his teammate Huckabee. He up-faked, and as soon as he kind of shifted his weight into the middle, kind of where he had to go, right there was his teammate.
They moved well without the basketball, as you see Comer coming back in for. But if you're Mount Pleasant, you're only down 5.
This is right where you want to be.
Yeah, I think Coach Shell would be ecstatic right now. They're just kind of making a few mistakes here and there, but a good team will make you make mistakes. It's like, okay, who learns and who can adjust from that?
I'll give one of my, sponsors a nice reference here. The Oilers are just going to need somebody to heat up like a Blanco jacuzzi out there to win this one. Great defense down low as Garcia blocks the big man.
A couple first-team All-State football players right there.
Battling it out. Zay Rodriguez into the front court. Switch on the screen, as Bubba mentioned. When you switch all those screens, it can be very tough, but you got to have the athletes to do it defensively. Freeland definitely does. Nate Davis now with the basketball. Gets it over to Zay Rodriguez, opposite side of our broadcast position. 21-16 the score. We've got 1:50 left to go in the second quarter in the first half. Gates drilling in service. Halftime report coming right up.
Good.
Have
That's
a
good
foul
call
on the perimeter.
Got to give him space.
It's going to go against Ross Farrell. That'll be the 14th foul going against Freeland. The next one will send the Oilers to the free throw line. Against 21-16, Freeland is the number 1 team in Division II in the state. The Oilers got to be right on the cusp of being ranked in Division I with that 11-3 record. Hutchins with it. Looks to drive in a lane. Not there. Good defense being played by Xander Wheatley. They go back to Rodriguez. Go back to Garcia. Almost taken away. Garcia spin in the lane. Looks for the jumper. It's good.
I saw that move a few times as he was growing up. That's pretty good.
That is pretty darn good. 21-18. And the more time Garcia's got on the floor, the more you are going to see plays like that.
Got to bend your knees in the situation. That's where
Big man with it, showing that versatility with the spin, but great defense from Davis, staying in front of him. Triple try for the top of the key, no good. Offensive rebound gathered by Freeland. Get it back to the big man Comer. They're going to make a move on Davis. He's now double teamed. Thought about the deep three, did Freeland. Almost putting it up from way downtown was Ross Farrell, but he'll think better of it. Running some more clock here is Freeland. 50 seconds remaining, second quarter. Freeland leads at 21-18, looking for Comer on the roll. He finishes through contact. He's into double digits. Great defense there from Nate Davis, but finishing through that contact was the big man Comer.
Well, God gave him a lot, but he's also honed that in the weight room. You can tell he moves really, really well and is very agile and shifty for his size.
Zay Rodriguez with it front court.
The trap.
Swings it to Garcia, to Nate Davis, to go in the corner. Davis wasn't quite ready for that one as it squirts out of his hands and goes out of bounds.
Only down 5, 22 seconds to go. I assume they'll hold for the last shot. Worst case scenario, you're down 8 in this situation. But if you're Mount Pleasant, you gotta pack it in here.
And what's interesting, you mentioned this game needed to be in the 30s. Oiler boys are sitting on 18 points. That'd get them to 36 in the second half. A little bit more pace for Freeland. We're going to have foul shots coming up for Mr. Tristan Comer.
Just got to give him a little bit of space on that. He's got a nice, quick first step, and he just knows how to use his body. Now, he was a big-time basketball player growing up. Younger, junior high type thing.
Similar to Garcia, kind of switched over to football.
And then he just kind of started getting bigger and bigger. And
yeah, and fun thing for Michigan State, when you've got a guy with his size and his versatility, where does he want to play on the line? You want to play offense or defense, kid? You can, he might be able to choose, and it could be tight end down there. Yep. He's got that frame, though, that he can pretty much play anywhere. You can see the athleticism as well. He's got 11 points, can make it 12 with the second free throw. He's got a dozen in this one. It's 25-18, Oilers trail. Here comes pressure, final 11 seconds. They get it into Noel Helm, back to Will Garcia. Back to Helm it goes. They hurry into the front court. They got to get back to Garcia if they want to get a shot off. It's stolen away. It's going to be fouled by Helm, and that'll send him to the free throw line as that's the 16th foul heading to the charity stripe. Waiting to see who that is. That is going to be Tucker Heilman.
Did he get 2 quick fouls? Because he hasn't been in much.
Yeah, Krager hasn't been in much in the second quarter. And with the quick steal, my bad on the camera work. Everybody can see how important my main man, Adam Kursky, is here operating the cameras. This is a big 2 points possibly here for Heilman, as that first one's no good. 25-18 the score. And we talked about it was just 21-16 moments ago. He would have loved to maybe go into the half with that score. For a chance to add to that lead just a bit here. Second free throw for Heilman, and that one drops in and get him in the scoring column.
Oh, wow.
Long pass up ahead to Rodriguez. Got to put it up quickly. It's no good off the glass. But a great idea there as they get some space for Rodriguez to put up the shot. That'll bring us to the half. It's 26-18. Freeland with the lead. We're going to send it off to This Week in MHSA Sports with John Ross. And a quick commercial break. We'll be back with the second half right after this on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network. The Oiler boys trail Freeland 25-18, but they got a chance to battle back in this one. Just got to put everything together in the second half. Back with the second half right after this.
Hi, I'm attorney Joe Barbary. Just like doctors specialize in areas of medicine, at Barbary Law, we specialize in getting you the best possible results. If you've been injured by someone else's negligence, you owe it to yourself and your family to call our legal team. At Barbary Law, we focus on one thing, and that's getting you the compensation you deserve. Every case we take personally.
My attorney is Joe Barbary. He can be yours too.
Mumford Oil and Gas Supply is your one-stop shop for top quality products and procurement in the Michigan oil and gas industry. With over 45 years of experience and a strong commitment to customer satisfaction, Mumford Oil and Gas Supply delivers the best solutions for your oil and gas production, drilling, and service needs. If you need it, Mumford Oil and Gas Supply can get it. Visit them on Fancher Day or give them a call at 989-317-8582.
The WISL Conference returns this weekend bigger and better than ever, and an historic night for a Lansing Sexton basketball player. I'm John Ross, and this is This Week in High School Sports, powered by the Michigan Achievement Scholarship. The 27th MHSAA Women in Sports Leadership Conference is this weekend in Lansing. About 700 people, mostly female high school student athletes, will be there. Conference goers will attend numerous workshops and have a chance to hear from more than 40 speakers. The opening address will be made by MSU volleyball coach Kristen Kelsey, a two-time team captain during her playing days for the Spartans. The volleyball coach at Central Michigan, Ariel Wilson, will also address attendees. Wilson was a four-time national champion playing at Penn State. Monday's activities will be highlighted by a presentation from MSU women's basketball coach Robin Freeland. Workshops will cover coaching, teaching, officiating, sports nutrition and performance, empowerment, and goal setting. The WISL Conference is the nation's first, largest, and longest-running event promoting the roles of females in athletics, and the event coincides with National Girls and Women in Sports Day, which is Wednesday, February 4th this year. For more on the event, including past program and speaker information, head over to MHSAA.com. And keep February 6th and 7th, 2028 open if you would like to attend the 28th Women in Sports Leadership Conference. It's time for Game Balls, when we highlight a trio of standout performances from the past week. First, Croswell Lexington senior Cam Saunders. He had 16, including 9 in overtime, and a 64-57 win over Yale. The win moves Croslex into first in the Blue Water Area Conference. Lansing Sexton's Keyshawn Somerville is now the school's all-time leading scorer. He had 22 in a win over Portland, moving him past Ron Banks and into first place in school history with 1,714 points. And the Flat Rock's Madeleine Hussein, she went over the 1,000 career point mark in a win over Riverview, becoming the 5th to do so at Flat Rock.
The Michigan Achievement Scholarship is funding every grad, every path. Odds are your high school senior or recent grad will qualify for tuition-free community college, up to $27,500 at a public or private university, or up to $4,000 for a trade school or career training program, no matter their GPA. Wherever your child is headed, there's free money to get them there. Simply fill out the FAFSA to apply. Get started at mi.gov/achievement.
Our weekly Be the Referee feature takes a look at the fine art of officiating with registered official Paige Winnie.
Let's talk about the hike rule today. No, that's not when the center snaps the ball to the quarterback. The hike rule is used in skiing when an athlete misses a gate or pole. If a skier misses a gate, the fastest way to fix this fault is by hiking up to loop the missed pole in either direction. You don't necessarily have to go back to your original line and correct your path. You can hike the shortest route possible to allow you to correctly pass through the gate. In flushes and hairpins, if you miss gate 2 but make gate 3, you only need to hike back to gate 2 and pass it correctly, and then go on to gate 4. You do not need to pass gate 3 a second time.
Thanks, Paige. Now more than ever, we need officials. If you're interested, please go to the MHSAA website now to register. One of the big announcements that will be made at the Women in Sports Leadership Conference is the winner of the Women in Sports Leadership Award. This year, Anika McEvans is the winner, the 40th recipient in award history. McEvans is currently in administration with the Detroit Public School League and has been a coach and athletic director for nearly 30 years. She was a basketball, volleyball, and softball player while a student at Detroit Renaissance and coached at Detroit Academy of Arts and Sciences, Renaissance, and Southfield High Schools. McEvans received an MHSAA Allen W. Bush Award in 2024, celebrating her work often behind the scenes in school sports. She was also selected for a Skillman Foundation Visionary Award this past year for her work updating and upgrading the education system in Detroit and beyond. The very first Women in Sports Leadership Award went to Lance's Carol Savoy in 1990. Freeland's Jennifer Thunberg won the award last year. For a complete list of winners and to read more about Anika McEvans, please go to MHSAA.com. You've been listening to This Week in High School Sports, powered by Michigan Student Aid, a production of the MHSAA Network. Thanks for joining us. I'm John Ross. We'll be back next week.
Hey guys, it's Tanya from Clark Modular Homes. I'm here to talk to you today about who we are and what we do. Clark's opened in 1983 and has been centrally located right here in Mount Pleasant, Michigan. We have one of the largest display centers with around 12 to 15 homes on display all year round. We have a fully experienced staff. We also have an in-house project manager who can pull our permits and coordinate our job from start to finish. We are proud to have an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. We are our own contractor, making it a one-stop shop for you for your home building needs. As the owner would say, we can do it all.
Brad Malley Well Drilling has proudly served Mid-Michigan since the early 1990s. We are family-owned with 3 licensed drillers and over 100 years of experience. We specialize in 5-inch PVC water wells and systems ranging from 2 to 12 inches. Every well we do includes a 5-year warranty and 1-year parts and labor guarantee. We are available 24/7, and you'll always talk to a real person. Call Brad Malley Well Drilling today for a free estimate. Trusted service, generation after generation.
Weber Brothers Sawmill has been in the sawmill and logging business since 1950. Weber Brothers Sawmill buys standing timber and logs all over central and northern Michigan with National Hardwood Lumber Association certification. You can be assured of a professional job, from the marking and cruising of your woods through the harvest. Weber Brothers Sawmill is a proud supporter of our local high school student athletes. Blockco Pools and Spas is Mid-Michigan's #1 pool and hot tub destination that will turn your old space into your #1 destination. From delivery of a full pool for the family to the relaxing hot tub for after work for mom and dad, Blockco Pools and Spas does it all. Stop by their showroom on Remus Road to check out their beautiful selection of hot tubs and learn how you can build the pool of your dreams.
J&J Auto in Wademan is Mid-Michigan's elite automotive repair shop. J&J Auto offers complete collision repair and mechanical repair. Stop by on Wademan Road or call them today at 989-644-8908. J&J Auto, proud supporters of high school student athletes.
Pure sportsmanship is the most important thing in high school sports. When it comes to your home or business, Pure Plumbing just might be the most important thing. If your plumbing isn't pure, don't worry, no one needs to see the other angle. For Pure Plumbing, call 989-644-8928 or visit mipureplumbing.com. Block Electric Company in Wademan has been powering Michigan for over 30 years. There's no job too big or too small for Block Electric Company, like an entire school or something simple at the home, like making sure the outdoor lighting, thermostat, or ceiling fan is installed professionally. Block Electric Company is a proud supporter of local schools and high school student athletes, learning skills in and out of the classroom to lead our communities tomorrow. Good luck to all student athletes from Block Electric Company, and go Aggies.
Let's head back to the action on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network.
Welcome back inside our Barbary Law Studios, built by Conwincy Construction. Chris Spotman, Jason Bubba McLean here with you as we start the second half. The Oiler boys trail 26-18. A great pass down low. Basket is good, and the foul for Tucker Heilman. So a great start for Freeland. Not a great start for the Oilers.
No, as we were talking about in the first half.
I just heard the Mount Pleasant come out of you, right?
You got to come out and start. The first 4 minutes of each half is always vitally important to the long-term success.
Quick three-point play there. Here comes full court pressure. Xavier Krager back into the game. He was limited in that first half with 2 fouls. His presence could be a big factor here in the second half. He brings it in the front court. Now he's double-teamed on the trap. Gets it out to Hutchins on the pass. Hutchins gets a screen from Nate Davis. Steps into the deep 3 off the dribble. No good. Rebound goes into the hands of Freeland. They race ahead with the dribble. In the corner it goes. Up fake. Huckabee steps into the three. In and out, no good. Nate Davis there with the rebound, dodging a bullet there were the Oilers. 29-18 the score. Quickly into the front court. Krager all the way hoop. Left hand shot, no good. Big man Comer with the rebound. His outlet pass is going to be wild and go out of bounds.
Not exactly the best start for either team. Obviously, Freeland got that and one to start the game, but the pace is just a little too much right now for both teams. Mount just got to settle down, do what they did in that middle stretch of the first half, move the ball, get open shots, attack the rim when they get a chance.
And that's what main man Adam Gursky said, normal cameraman here, said message him at the half, and he says they got to take it all the way into the lane and go right at that big guys. French looks for the floater, and it's good.
Come off that elbow. Attack downhill, see if they commit, and then you can find other shooters. But nice shot by Braylon there.
Ball goes in the corner for Freeland. Nice trap there from Krager. They get it off. Rodriguez guarding the ball handler. Now they swing it further over with the basketball. It's Cooper Wagner, who was great defensively in the first half for Freeland. Near side it goes to Huckabee. On the drive, blocked down low by Krager. He's going to get called for the foul. He is not happy about it. Huckabee kind of even has a look on his face of, yeah. But again, best seat in the house brought to you by Woods Household Appliance. It is those officials. 2 free throws coming for Mr. Wilson Huckabee.
That's tough now, Xavier. You're kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place. You've got 2 fouls. They're attacking you downhill. You're a competitor. You don't want to get an easy basket. You feel like you got up. You had the rule of verticality there, if there is such a thing, to be able to match him in the air. And then, yeah, you just get caught sometimes on the outside looking in as Huckabee misses that first free throw, which is very rare for him to miss a free throw, I believe. I think he's over a 90% free throw shooter.
Second free throw for Huckabee. That one is good. Pure. And talk about how good the Oiler defense has been. That's Huckabee's first point. 30-20 is the score. They just need to find that offense to get back into this one.
I think that's why they're ranked number 1 in the state, is because they have more than 2 players, obviously. I mean, he can get his 25 probably anytime he wants to. But if you're going to be successful, especially in the playoffs come March, you can't be a 2-trick pony type thing. You got to be able to.
Rodriguez way ahead to Nate Davis. Nice job breaking the pressure there. He stayed patient, then gets the pass down low on the dish from Krager.
Good job by Mount Pleasant, but you got to be able to sustain more than 2 guys. You got to have a team. You got to have 4 or 5 guys that can get you buckets on any specific occasion, and Freeland has that. So Huckabee, he averages 18, 19 points a game, as Coach Shell was saying to me this morning at school, but they also have other guys that can get what they need to get in order for them to be successful, and I think you've seen that so far. So
basket, no good down low, rebounded by Nate Davis, and my bad to everybody for missing the play on the previous end before. I just got to keep my hand on the camera here, but to make sure I don't miss any action. Krager with the basketball on the perimeter, hands it off to Zay Rodriguez. Rodriguez, a couple dribbles towards the top of the key, being guarded by Huckabee. But kind of clear things out. Nate Davis gets the ball in front of the Oiler bench. Couple dribbles towards the top of the key. Now Krager with it. Krager knifes his way into the lane. Looks for the open. He's going to draw the foul down low. That foul is going to be going against Mr. Xander Wheatley. Heading to the free throw line is Xavier Krager.
Super smart move by Xavier. Got him up in the air, kind of leaned into him. Free throw line. Get your cheap points back here right now at the free throw line if you're Mount Pleasant.
30-22 the score. First free throw for Mr. Krager is up and good. And Krager, another one of those elite athletes. And again, is he track and field in the spring, or does he take the spring off?
He's actually a really good baseball player. He grew up as a really good baseball player, so I'm not sure what he's going to do.
And again, with
in that weight room,
injuries that he's had, he hasn't been allowed to play a lot of high school sports, and what a pleasure it is to be able to watch him now out there thriving.
It's a gift.
30-24 is the score. Oilers trail Freeland. But again, they're just hanging around in the weeds there, just waiting for Freeland to make a mistake or two, try and take advantage. Here comes a wild shot. It's good and a foul. Huckabee felt the foul on his hand, put up the shot, and he gets it to go.
Well, I think Brian Gould's a very good official, but I think he will look at that replay and realize he either missed a block or a charge in that situation, because Huckabee did clear out with his off arm. Rodriguez did a great job being in position, and for that not to be a no call or to go to Mount the other way is probably not. Wow, twice he's missed free throws is not great for Mount Pleasant.
1 for 3 here in the third quarter is Huckabee. Rodriguez looking to deal with the pressure using his speed. It's knocked away from him. He's trapped here on the near side. Gets it ahead to Will Garcia. It looks like we got a timeout before that coming from the Oilers. Waiting to see if it's a 30. We'll keep it right here regardless. Much love to Blocko Pools and Spas, J&J Auto, Conwincy Construction, Weber Brothers Sawmill, Mumford Oil and Gas Supply, ENS Graphics, Mount Pleasant Automotive, along with Bryce Updegraff, Joe Wentworth, Palladium Realty, Robin Stressman and Associates. 32-24 is the score. 1 for 4 from the free throw, or 1 for 3 from the free throw line here to start this third quarter for Huckabee. The Oilers have got baskets from Braylon French, Zay Rodriguez, and a pair of free throws from Xavier Krazier. It's an 8-point game at the half. It was an 8-point game. So the Oilers, they're battling right now with the number 1 D2 team in the state, but got to start to close that gap a little bit. You want to go into the fourth quarter with this at most a 5-point game. And I know we're only talking 3 points, but if you watch Freeland play defense, 3 points is a lot.
It is. I mean, with their length and their athleticism, it's just you got to try and get points will be a premium, so you got to try to get what you can get where you can get it, and just chip away slowly. Mount Pleasant's got to keep the ball away from that kind of that coffin corner at the midline.
They do get across the half-court line to Krazier, now to Hutchins. Go to Davis, near side. Back up top, it goes to Hutchins. Now Zay Rodriguez with the basketball.
You got to credit Mount Pleasant's defense, though, because I'm sure Freeland's the type of team that scores in the 70s most of the time. And
Rodriguez around the defense, looks for the floater, no good. There for the rebound. Actually, it's tipped out of the hands of Hutchins. He somehow comes up with it, saves it to Will Garcia.
Great effort.
To French. Hutchins, corner 3. Huckabee closing out, may have gotten a piece of it. Rebound will go out of bounds, but it'll stay here with the Oilers. Tyler Schell, Xavier Krazier checking back into the game, replacing Nate Davis. And Josh French also coming back in as Lang, replacing Hutchins. Will Garcia will inbound it. Also out there, Zay Rodriguez.
If you have your open shot, if you're Mount Pleasant, you absolutely have to take that shot.
Long inbounds pass going in Shell. It's actually going to be tipped by Freeland. It'll stay Mount Pleasant basketball. I'm going to compare it a few years ago when he had those elite Sacred Heart girls teams, Sophie Ruggles, Scout Nelson, and the crew. If you had an open shot, you better take it because they're going to turn you over eventually. That's kind of this Freeland defense. If there's an opening, if you've got it, you need to take advantage because if you continue to play, they are going to take advantage of any little mistake that you make offensively and capitalize.
100%.
Krazier with it, far side. Guarded by the big man, Comer. Drives by him into the lane, looks to scoop it off to Shell, but ready for it was the Xander Wheatley. Here comes Freeland into the front court. Huckabee looking for the drive in the lane. He'll kick it out to the big man, Comer. Quickly passes it into the corner. Going to have a travel on the play. Shuffling his feet as he went to dish it was Connor Leseski.
I liken this to the fall we had with football and everything. It's amazing what can be accomplished when no one cares who gets the credit. And this Freeland team is very much that. They've got 2 alphas and they've got the rest of the guys that kind of supporting cast, but they don't care who scores. They don't. They come out and they just want to do their job and do it well and be successful, and they're doing that as the number 1 ranked team in Division II.
Rodriguez takes it into the corner, drops it back to Garcia, drops it back to Krazier, drops it back to Lang as they always look to set up the offense. Trailing by 8, 32-24 is the score here. Just past midway through the third quarter. Tyler Schell with the basketball on the perimeter, guarded by the big man Tristan Comer for Freeland. Garcia now has the basketball. Guarding him, Cooper Wagner. Now Krazier with it. Krazier wants a screen from Schell. He'll get it. Now with Comer on her, looking for the roll. Good recovery defense from Freeland as they take it away. Up ahead it goes, looking to finish on the break with the right-handed lay-in. It's up and good for Xander Wheatley. He's got 4 points. Krazier gets the inbounds pass, quickly works ahead into the front court. Goes by his defender into the lane, kicks it to Will Garcia. Catch and shoot for the senior. Big time 3 there from Will Garcia. 27-34 now the score. And again, Garcia, the more he gets underneath his shoes, he is just going to be a better and better player.
Going to help them in the Valley games as well. Obviously, this being a non-conference game, but it's a great measuring stick for kind of where you need to be at the end of the season come late February and March.
Huckabee, a lot of physical play, no foul call. He finds Wagner down low. He up fakes. Going to be a foul on Krazier, and I think that's going to be 4 on Krazier. He's not happy about it, but a great up fake down low from Cooper Wagner. Wagner's got 4 points in this game, but his fingerprints are all over the 7-point lead for the Falcons.
Oh, 100%. I mean, again, we talked about that. They find the open man. They're very assertive. They attack downhill, and they get to the free throw line. And the worst case scenario in that situation is when you want to get to the free throw line.
2:35 left to go, third quarter. First free throw was good for Wagner. You talk about the balance. You got 4 from Wheatley, 5 from Farrell, 5 from Wagner, 12 from Comer, 4 from Heilman. A big lead for Michigan over undefeated Nebraska at the half. Oh, they're down to it. Pardon me, I read that wrong.
That's all right.
Second one is good for Mr. Wagner. He's got 6 points. And, boy, he's played a great game here tonight for Freeland. French having trouble with the inbounds pass, but they're going to call a foul on the inbounds. That'll be going against Mr. Max Heine.
Just goes to my point what I said a few minutes ago. I mean, they've got 2 great players, but then and any given night, any of these guys can beat you any which way. I mean, they're super talented, super athletic, and they have basketball ability.
They just force you into that corner as well. Get it ahead to Scobie. Scobie looking to make the extra pass to Garcia. He's now double-teamed. Wants to go cross-court. It's stolen away by Comer. Up ahead it goes to Wheatley. He's going to finish with the right hand at the basket. What a play there for Xander Wheatley. He's got 6 points. And very similar to when I was talking about Mr. Wagner, he's just done a lot of things to affect this game as Wagner comes up with another steal. Looks to throw the hoop, but it's off the rim. There for the rebound is Huckabee to save the possession for Freeland. He's going to bomb the 3. It's good. What a shot there from Mr. Wilson Huckabee. He's now got 6. Full timeout coming from Coach Shell. We'll take it as well. It's 41-27 with 1:53 left to go in the third quarter. Back with more right after this.
Brad Malley Well Drilling has proudly served Mid-Michigan since the early 1990s. We are family-owned with 3 licensed drillers and over 100 years of experience. We specialize in 5-inch PVC water wells and systems ranging from 2 to 12 inches. Every well we do includes a 5-year warranty and 1-year parts and labor guarantee. We are available 24/7, and you'll always talk to a real person. Call Brad Malley Well Drilling today for a free estimate. Trusted service, generation after generation.
Clark Modular Homes in Mount Pleasant are a one-stop shop from the buy, the build, and beyond with their fantastic service department. Stop in to see their selection and purchase options today on Pickard Road or visit them online at modularhomesbyclark.com. Clark Modular Homes, supporting Mid-Michigan youth in and out of the classroom.
Let's head back to the action on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network.
Welcome back to it on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network. Chris Spockman, Jason Bubba McLean on the mic. Your boy Spockman on the camera, too, if things are a little sloppy. Shots of my main man, Adam Gursky. It did make me feel good, though. Like, some of the Freeland people are like, hang on, you're doing this all? And I says, yeah, kind of this fancy little piece of equipment I got here makes it not super easy for me, but missed a couple plays tonight. Always great to have my main man Adam Gursky helping out, but a big shout out to him for volunteering his time to make high school sports better for these youngsters in the Mid-Michigan area. Helm gets it across the half-court line, but there's that trap again. Nice pass down low. Scobie wide open for the lay-in. Brenton Scobie on the board. Racing into the front court. Freeland with the basketball. 41-29 is the score. Will Garcia guarding Huckabee on the perimeter. Huckabee looking for space, gets it down low. Extra pass on the baseline. Would have been a good one from Wagner, but his feet were out of bounds as he went to throw the pass. Here comes more full court pressure from Freeland. If the Oilers can do what they just did moments ago against this pressure, they could get back in this one in a hurry. Way up ahead it goes to Helm. Down low it goes to Lang. Looks to pass out. It's knocked away. Coming up with a loose ball once again is Wagner. Race to the front court going up against French. Going to be a blocking foul going against Braylon French. Tell you what, anytime Cooper Wagner gets the football, he puts this almost like a football player. Because I said he gets the ball, it's almost like he's running with the football. He is so fast with his head of steam down the floor, but then he's done a really nice job once he gets past the three-point line of making the right play, whether that's going all the way to the hoop or finding an open teammate. And right now he has 6 points in this game, 2 of 2 from the free throw line. Again, his fingerprints are all over this 12-point lead. Again, Comer's got 12 all in the first half, but I would argue that Huckabee and Wagner defensively have been just as important.
Really good. Again, with their length and their ability to force the ball handler to the sideline to where they can rotate and get those deflections and those easy turnovers.
They also got a deep team as well for Coach Hugel, and so they can just go 8-9 deep and just kind of run you ragged. That's what's happened here a bit in this one. The Oilers still got a chance to get back into the game. They trail it by 13, 42-29, minute left to go.
Wow.
Pass up ahead to Hutchins to break the pressure. Didn't look good, though, as it's knocked away once again. It goes into the backcourt, out of bounds. It'll stay here with the Oilers. But, boy, the pressure of Freeland is elite.
Yeah, their only 2 losses are to Grand Haven and Frankenmuth, who are both very good basketball teams. Frankenmuth still has yet to lose a game. I think they might be Division III, maybe number 1 or number 2 in Division III, and that's just in their conference.
Yeah, Bridgeport usually a powerhouse as well. They've blown them out this year.
Like 40.
French with the basketball, loses it for a moment, now goes back to Will Garcia. Huckabee kind of awaiting him. Garcia holding the basketball at the half-court line now to Noah Helm. Now Nate Davis with it, goes to Braylon French. Get it down low, kick it in the corner to Garcia, but it's going to be tipped by guess who? Cooper Wagner.
He's
everywhere.
I'm impressed. I'm not. Obviously, we know what you know with Huckabee and Comer, but these other 3 guys or 5 guys, whatever their rotation, I think they're going 8 deep tonight. These other 5 guys or 6 guys are competent basketball players, good athletes.
I mean, the trap defense, it just goes such a long way in high school basketball, and in particular, I'll say it as a short guy. When you're giving up a couple inches out there against everybody, that length can be a lot to deal with.
Size and speed are huge in basketball.
Ball goes into the backcourt to Braylon French. Bring it in the front court, go to Will Garcia. Will Garcia cross court to Hutchins. Nate Davis with the basketball. Closing out on him is the big man Comer. Davis loses it for a moment, now recovers it, picks up his dribble, looks to go into the middle. It's going to be stolen away. Racing into the front court are the Falcons. They drop it back to Wagner. Extra pass in the corner. Nice job by the Oilers getting back defensively. Huckabee gets it down low, turns, gets through 2 defenders, and gets it to go.
That's a really nice move.
Huckabee now in the ball game has 8 points. That'll bring us to the end of the third quarter. 44-29. Freeland with the lead in this one. And I want to slide back to our girls game. It's a similar feel to what we had earlier of you guys were ahead the whole time against Freeland, but you just felt like Freeland was 2 plays away from really making it a very tight ball game. It's a similar scenario here for the Mount Pleasant Oilers. They trail by 15, but they've done so well defensively, they're still right there with this Freeland team. But you mentioned it, you want this game in the 30s.
You do.
If they was still, said you got Mount Pleasant with 29, if you had Freeland sitting on 32-33.
But again, give them credit because they're doing a great job. They're forcing turnovers with their length, their athleticism. They're getting to the middle of the court. Mount Pleasant's not doing a very good job of getting the ball in the middle of the court because Freeland's taking that away. So in turn, Freeland's keeping Mount Pleasant with their guards on the sideline, and they're shortening the court, and they're doing a really good job of squeezing the guards. And they're athletic and they have length, and I've said it multiple times. I mean, that's a recipe for success. And again, they're well coached. I mean, there's a lot of factors that's going to allow Freeland to make a deep run in the state tournament. Keeping everyone healthy obviously is a big part of it.
44-29 our score as we start the fourth quarter. It'll be Oiler basketball. Again, you got the shooters out there for Mount Pleasant. They can make this a game in a hurry, but you just had the feeling Freeland's so well coached, so good defensively, they're not going to make those couple mistakes to allow those shooters to have open shots for Mount Pleasant. Frazier has it on the perimeter right in front of the Oiler bench, guarded by Cooper Wagner. Now go to Garcia, who's guarded by Huckabee. Back to Rodriguez. Now to Frazier near the half-court line. Frazier looking to break down the defense, takes it into the lane, kind of forces it up there. He's going to draw a foul on the play. And I don't think that was bad defense down there from Cooper Wagner, but there's just great offense from Xavier Frazier.
Just kind of imposes will inside there. I mean, that's some things you have to do. I mean, Xavier, he's physical and athletic enough that you can post him up in there and he's not going to really hurt you. I mean, he's going to do a lot of good things. When you have that skill set, you have to be able to get him the ball.
First free throw drops in, nothing but net. He's got 3 points, all of them coming from the free throw line, but didn't play a lot. Well, hasn't played a lot in this game. Dealt with some foul trouble, and in particular, missed pretty much that whole second quarter.
No rhythm at all. It's tough when you get in foul trouble. It's really hard to get in a rhythm offensively.
4 points for Frazier. 44-31 is the score. Again, the Oilers still in this one, down by 13. They're capable of coming back, but Freeland's number 1 in the state for a reason. We're finding out why. They are very good as Huckabee's open on the catch and shoot. Good, and the foul. Now our sponsor of closing the deal is Robin Stressman and Associates at Bradium Realty, Bryce Updegraff and Joe Wentworth. And that one didn't close the deal, but pretty darn close because it's now a 16-point game with 7:18 left to go in the fourth. And I'll say what I said earlier. The Oilers are capable of coming back, but the defense has been so good of Freeland, they're not going to allow Hutchins, Rodriguez, Frazier to shoot 4 or 5 threes. situation right now with some wet floor out there.
Well, you said at the beginning, Chris, they're giving up. Mount Pleasant's giving up 2-3 inches in most of their positions, and that's tough to overcome that length. You've got to really be able to move the basketball quickly. You've got to really be able to get a lot of 2-on-1s, 3-on-2s, 3-on-1s, where you move the ball quick, and you got to have your feet set, and you got to have a quick release. And you got to make shots.
Yep, and it's easier said than done, but against this Freeland defense, if you catch it and hold it, you're in no man's land. You've got to get the ball. You've got to immediately make a move offensively, fake a pass, do something, as there's another turnover. Wagner wants the three. In and out, no good. Comer, big man there for the rebound, looks to finish with contact. That's no good. He gets his own tip in. He's got 14, and it's now a 19-point game. Long pass into Garcia is going to be wild and go out of bounds right here in front of us. And you see the size, you see the broad shoulders of Mr. Huckabee as he turns around as well.
Another kid, he's got in the weight room. I mean, he doesn't just take the skill set that he has, he develops it, and he works with a trainer, works with, I'm sure he does in some regard. I mean, just watching him out there, seeing his athleticism, the way he moves, he's obviously had a very good.
Yeah, and I see Coach House back there in the corner with Lance Maney kind of checking this game out. And I think you said he's committed to go to Saginaw Valley.
Right now he is, and that can change a lot with
yeah, well, like I said, I'm sure Coach House would try and get him to come here. But maybe there's another team in town if somebody's checking out this game. Mr. Huckabee's been very, very impressive, and he has the size for Division I basketball to play guard for sure. Comer knifes his way through the lane. He's going to get the blocking foul, the hoop, and the arm, as George Blaha would say. He has it 16 now. He can make it 17, and the lead has ballooned to 21. It's 52-31 at the end of the third quarter. It was 44-29.
And did you see that the MHSA approved NIL for high school kids today?
I did. I'm really afraid some of these kids are going to start making me have to pay them to do an interview, but we'll deal with that in the future if it comes. Maybe they'll just have to, maybe water bottle or something will be a payment enough.
They're trying to keep kids from transferring. That's what they're doing to other states.
And the one thing that already had been done that I thought was a good thing, and again, there's people way smarter than me that are making these decisions. Tyler Shell with the up fake. Again, there's that closeout. They just don't allow these open shots. As I say that, Hutchins cashes in the three from downtown. He's got 9, all of them coming from behind the arc for the Oilers. 53-34 is now the score. But, a Noah Zine dribbling camp or, a girls setter, I'll stick with Sacred Heart of Marin Wheaton setters camp. I always think those are really cool things to be done in the Mid-Michigan area. But now another opportunity that somebody, a business out there wanted to pay, they could do so.
Sponsorships, absolutely they could if they wanted to.
And,
it's a win-win.
I'm going to give an example here. If there's any, local businesses listening, you've got Xavier Krazier. Took his team all the way to the state finals last year. Don't know if he was all-state or had to set the record for longest run in a, championship game. Maybe out there somebody give him a free car or something. A couple commercials. And again, I don't know exactly how it all works out, but things are changing a lot in college sports, and it's trickling down to the high school level as you would expect it to. Zay Rodriguez catch and shoot on the three. It's off the back of the rim and goes over the backboard, out of bounds, back to Freeland. It's been that type of fourth quarter here starting it off for the Oilers. You needed everything to go your way, everything to be perfect to come back in this fourth quarter, and it's been the opposite of that.
Well, Mount Pleasant has objected these last 5 minutes and 39 seconds to just play Mount Pleasant basketball. Play solid defense, see if you can get a quick bucket here or there, and just make kind of Freeland do. Like right now, they're starting to pressure the ball more. We haven't seen enough of that out of Mount Pleasant, but that's one of the things they can work on now. It's just a question of how do you want this game to end. You can dictate how it ends. I mean, whether you win or lose, you're down 19 with 5 minutes to go, but you still keep playing hard, and they're always going to play hard.
Will Garcia looks to take it away. He's going to get called for the foul as he takes it away from Huckabee. That'll be the 4th team foul going against the Oilers. Also be the 4th foul going against Will Garcia. And Will Garcia played great here tonight. Tremendous effort. Like I said, the thing with him is going to be conditioning coming back.
Yeah, I think that's a big part of it. He's going to help them tremendously moving down, the homeward stretch. And you'd rather have him on the court than not have him on the court.
Lose the ball on the sideline. Freeland's able to recover it, want to get it back to Huckabee. He shows his hops there. He's able to bring it in. He'll be fouled again as he looks to take it in the lane, and he'll head to the charity stripe. Wilson Huckabee had 0 points at the half when it was a 26-18 game. He now has 12. Yep. All of them coming here in the second half. And you mentioned it, is committed to go play. Oh, they're actually going to call that one on the floor there. My bad. Corner shot, no good. Long rebound goes to Zay Rodriguez. Quickly up ahead to Hutchins. Hutchins looking for the finish on the fast break. Nice up and under move, but he leaves it short. Huckabee with the rebound into the front court comes Freeland. That's the fourth quarter it's been for the Oilers. They needed it to be perfect, but it's just been a little off. Huckabee, another catch and shoot. Woo, boy. Wilson Huckabee, 15, all of them coming in the second half for Freeland.
Mount Pleasant misses a layup, and then they come down and hit a three, and they make you pay in that situation.
Zay Rodriguez, nice move into the front court, but there it is again. The layup just left short. That's the fourth quarter it's been for the Oiler boys.
Another one.
Huckabee, another three. Off the rim, no good. Krazier with the rebound. Brings it across the half-court line, gets by the defense, kicks it to the corner to Zay Rodriguez. Catch and shoot for the senior. Rodriguez will knock it down. He's got 8 here in the ball game. And you start to think about that Zayd Batchelder baller of the game. Always like to keep it local, but Huckabee's been so good here in the second half, Bub. I think he's kind of got to get the nod, doesn't he?
Yeah, and then Chrome in the first half, in the second half. I mean, again, it's kind of a two-headed monster. But again, you've got other guys that.
But Huckabee's hustle.
Yeah.
Goodness gracious. He's had 3 or 4 plays here in the fourth quarter where you'd expect your star player up 21 to, maybe take it a little easy, but that's why he is as good as he is. And it's a 21-point game, and he is still out here giving it his all.
They have aspirations to not just win this game, but to win a conference, win a district, win a regional, get to that Final 8, and then, ultimately get to the Breslin Center, because I think they had a bad taste in their mouth losing. I think they lost in the regional final or maybe quarters last year. I don't remember offhand, but they kind of had a mission. They got a lot of seniors, and they're ready to kind of leave their mark on Freeland basketball history.
And Freeland, one of those programs, if you're familiar with the mid-Michigan area, always really good at hoops, boys and girls. That's why it's such a big win for you guys getting a win over Freeland. Yes. Despite playing a division down, they're really, really good.
Very good.
And you wonder about facilities, this, that, and the other. 3 for French. And I'll say it again, it's been that type of fourth quarter for the Oiler boys as the ball just gets stuck on the rim. But if you're driving, that was at 57 or 46 going in through Freeland into town, you see that big sports zone there.
Yeah, that's nice.
And
it's really nice.
Similar to us in Maury Courts, Lance Manny, and real basketball, you see the improvement of basketball in the mid-Michigan area. When these kids have that facility growing up their whole lives just a few doors down from their home, it's a big deal, and I think we're seeing some of it here on the basketball court.
And as coaches, we always make ourselves available, and it just comes down to, I know Huckabee's had his own personal coach. I know his dad was into basketball and all that, but you got to meet them halfway. If they show that the initiative that they want to get better, then you as a coach or as someone who wants to see someone succeed, you have to allow them to hone their skill set by having a facility. I mean, we have the gym here, we have the Aux gym, we have the middle school, we have Maury Courts. With the SAC, I mean, there's no reason kids who don't want to play basketball don't have that opportunity here in Mount Pleasant. Same thing in Freeland with their sports zone and their high school and so on and so forth.
Nick Haas knocks down the second of his 2 free throws to get himself in the scoring column. It's now a 22-point game, 59-37. I'll make the joke again, Bubba. You said the Oilers wanted this game in the 30s. If they had held Freeland in the 30s, they'd be in really good shape right now, but they're looking at closing in on 60. Scobie, the basketball, pass out to Shell. He up fakes, takes it in, back out to Scobie. Extra pass to French. He's open for the 3. No good off the rim. Scobie tips the rebound out to French. Great job by Brenton Scobie there.
Nice to see him get out here and get an opportunity.
Zay Rodriguez back to Scobie. Again, he makes the extra pass. They get it down low to Lang. Going to have a foul on the post-entry pass. And you can see that the defense from Freeland is backed off a little bit on the pressure and how much easier it is for Mount Pleasant to move the ball around the perimeter.
Yeah, they're just not on their half-court trap, and a lot of their length is off the court. But again, this is an opportunity, though, for Freeland to build some of that depth, too, because you never know when your number is going to be called. You never know if someone's going to get in foul trouble. You got to have a team component to this whole thing, especially in basketball when sometimes you might have 12 guys in a roster, but you might only play 7, go 70. It's nice to have that 8th and 9th man sometimes.
Another thing you mentioned earlier when we were chatting that, if people are watching the game, listening to the game, you wouldn't know it, but watching the game, one thing Freeland has done is Lang gets it down low and gets it to go for the basket. the way that Freeland sets up their traps, they're not trying to get you in the middle. It's just the corners, which is kind of unique of how they get you going that way. And if you turn your back on the other defender in the backcourt, they'll run him over real quick. It reminds me of the old J.T. Cleveland Elma trap defense of it is just ultra aggressive, and it's going to come at you every angle you can, except for in the middle. A lot of times you see that trap in the middle at the half-court line, but no, they just want it on the sidelines.
Yeah, that's what we did growing up with Steve Marley as our coach here at Mount Pleasant, and one of the things that I learned, that's what I do with my girls now, is we run that three-quarter, half-court, and quarter 1-2-2, whatever you want to call it, where you want to trap on the sidelines. Don't let the ball get to the middle. Trap it on the sidelines, trap it in that coffin corner. Anything free throw line extended deep or block extended deep or just past half court to where you can't throw the ball back. You've got one place to throw it. If you take away the middle, which is ultimately what you want to do, either reverse it back or try to get down the sideline. In that situation, you're 8 out of 10 times you're going to get the turnover.
Brenton Scobie drawing the foul, and he's at the line, senior star. And he's a guy who he's sitting down at the broadcast table in front of us if he wasn't a basketball player. And talk about a bright future. I've told him so many times, I don't even know if he needs to go to college for broadcasting at this point. He's kind of had the education here in his high school career, but if he does, he's going to be so far ahead of his other counterparts.
Yes, he's going to be very good.
In the front court comes Freeland. They lead it 59-41, but no quit New Orleans with about 33 left to go.
He'll be on TV. You and I have the perfect face for radio.
Yeah. Oh, I agree. And I'll make the joke. I'll make the joke that I've had a couple opportunities in the last year or so to maybe do some. Bubba, I've got the best job in the world.
I know you
man.
do.
I get up every day. I go shoot at Maury Courts. I have some good lunch. I get to hang out with my family's close. But that's one of the things that I've really thought about. And that people, I've always said that my dream job would actually nice play down low from Lang as we get a little off topic here. But I've always said that my dream job would actually be PA for like the Pistons or the Tigers or the Lions because you wouldn't have to do all that crazy travel.
No,
you could stay at home court and you do something for one of these big teams. Yeah, it'd be fun to go to Portland for 2 or 3 years, but by year 10 when you're going to Portland for a weekend, it might get a little old. Drive in a lane.
Chris Fowler and Kirk Herbstreit have the greatest job in sports.
I'd argue.
Herbstreit might.
I'd argue with you that I got it a little bit better, man.
You got it good.
I don't got to do all the traveling as Braylon French heads to the free throw line, a draw on the foul. And big thanks to all these great sponsors. Again, I don't necessarily get to the live reads as much when I got Bubba here with me, but I know how much people enjoy when he's on with me and the information you bring to the game, in particular when we're doing Mount Pleasant games and how well you know these kids. It's great to have you, but much love. Dick Silva Auto Sales, Brickner, Bunker, Farm Bureau Insurance Group, Block Electric, The Diner, WW Construction, All Seasons Fireworks, Pier Plumbing, Hanging by a Thread, GNS Mechanical, the Maryland Chapman Memorial Fund, Mount Pleasant Public Schools, Martinez Lawn Care, Bogwai Bang and Bradley, along with Powell Frame and Collision. Into the front court comes Freeland with the basketball. Just 46 seconds left to go. Freeland has emptied out the bench, allowed the Oilers to maybe come back a little bit here in this one. Foul on the perimeter going against Brenton Scobie. And there's another guy, no matter the sport, you're not going to have any quit in Brenton Scobie out there.
No, none of these kids really in that regard, just because that's just what we preach here. I mean, whether we're up, down, tied, whatever it is, you're going to just keep playing hard and competing. I think any successful athletic program, not just a team, but any successful athletic program, you're going to have that. In case in point, we had a cheer meet here last weekend, and it was filled for 2 sessions, and it's just like those girls work just as hard as these boys do in the sports that they do, but you're just going to, no matter what, after 1 round, 2 rounds, 3 rounds, whatever, you're just going to compete and play your hardest, and that's what you have to get out of high school sports. That's the difference between high school sports and any other sport level, college, pro, semi-pro, whatever it is you just got to compete and play hard, and you only get 4 years of it. Not everyone's going to have the opportunity to play at the next level.
Yep, and like I said, even the lessons that these boys are learning, losing this game is going to take them a long ways in life. Scobie gets in the corner, up fakes, takes the short jumper. It's money from Scobie. He's got 6 points here in the second half for Mr. Brenton Scobie. Freeland into the front court. There's going to be a travel called on Freeland, but I'm going to do a comparison. Dave Nagy, I believe I got his name right. He's the baseball coach in Coleman. And you look at what Coleman's had to deal with in their district the last 10 years. Beale City. Every single year, they go into the districts with the number 1 ranked team in their district. And I remember saying to him it's tough to come into a game like this. What do you tell the kids at the end? He says, hey,
you guys are way ahead of everybody else. You guys showed up. You guys came here to compete today, and that can just go a long, long way in life in general, and that's what these Oiler boys did tonight. 61-47, Freeland coming out on top. We're going to take a break, be back with our Bird All-American Grill postgame show, put a bow on this doubleheader on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network.
Hello, I'm Mike Stanton, and I'm honored to represent the Maryland Chapman Memorial Fund, created to honor Maryland's legacy of generosity, compassion, and commitment to our community. At its core, our mission is simple: to support our youth, remove barriers, and create opportunities for kids to grow, compete, and succeed, both in their community and in the game of life. We are incredibly excited to support the Mid-Michigan Sports Network. They do an outstanding job highlighting student athletes, local schools, and the power of teamwork, shining a light on the hard work and dedication that is often overlooked. This partnership allows us to celebrate not just wins on the field, but character and leadership along the way. At the end of the day, it's about investing in our youth, strengthening our communities, and carrying forward Maryland's spirit of giving. To learn more about the Maryland Chapman Memorial Fund and the events we support, find us on Facebook by searching Maryland Chapman Memorial Fund. Go Blue Jays.
Value is not just a price. When you buy something for your home, it's an investment. Knowing that you're getting a great deal and service after the sale is priceless. At Woods Household, we only carry quality products for your home at competitive prices. Furniture that is attractive and durable. Comfortable mattresses that last for years. Flooring that stands up to wear and tear. These are all products that last by trusted name brands like FlexSteel, Serta, Whirlpool, and many more. So shop the Woods way.
Mumford Oil and Gas Supply is your one-stop shop for top quality products and procurement in the Michigan oil and gas industry. With over 45 years of experience and a strong commitment to customer satisfaction, Mumford Oil and Gas Supply delivers the best solutions for your oil and gas production, drilling, and service needs. If you need it, Mumford Oil and Gas Supply can get it. Visit them on Fancher today or give them a call at 989-317-8582. Malley Construction in Mount Pleasant are experts in residential and commercial construction. From poured walls, flat work, pipe work, and road work, Malley Construction does it all. And they are Michigan Department of Transportation pre-qualified. Malley Construction is family-owned and a proud supporter of local high school sports. Bryce Updegraff with Pradium Realty, Robin Stressman and Associates thanks the coaches and officials who put in the time to help student athletes achieve their dreams and goals. For all of your real estate needs, the Bryce is right with Bryce Updegraff. With Pradium Realty, Robin Stressman and Associates, 989-620-6595. The Diner, where homemade favorites come to life every day for breakfast and lunch. From fluffy pancakes to savory sandwiches, The Diner has your cravings covered. Discover the perfect blend of comfort food and camaraderie at The Diner. Join them every Friday night till 7 for their famous fish fry. The Diner on North Mission, Mount Pleasant. Hiring a cleaning service doesn't mean you're lazy. Martinez Cleaning knows it means you value your time and want to come home and relax and not worry about the mess. Martinez Cleaning allows you to do just that. Come home and relax to a nice clean home. Schedule your appointment and learn more by visiting Martinez Cleaning on Facebook or call today at 989-289-8615.
Let's head back to the action on the Mid-Michigan Sports Network.
Welcome to the Bird All-America Grill post-game show. Chris Spotman alongside Bubba McLean. Kind of our final thoughts on doubleheader action here tonight. It was a victory 61-47 for the Freeland boys over the Mount Pleasant Oiler boys, and our Zaid Batchelder baller of the game. And we always want to give it to the local kid, but we were talking about how impressive Huckabee was going to be. Didn't score in the first half, and then 17 in the second half. He really got it done. He is going to be our Zaid Batchelder baller of the game. But our Zaid Batchelder baller of the night brought to you by our friends at Weefrich Financial and also Weber Brothers Sawmill Timber of the game for the Oiler boys. Nate Davis battling down low with Tristan Combs. Did a very, very good job. Combs still ended up with 17 points. Had to earn it, but he was never really open. Davis did a really good job when he was out there on him defensively.
I think it just came down to his skill set. Cromer is obviously a Division I football player, and you saw how soft his hands are, too, and he moves really, really well without the basketball. He uses that 6'6", 250 or 60-pound frame to his advantage, and he's got really good second jump and gets really good position. But, yeah, give Nathan credit. He plays hard. He's always going to play hard. But sometimes the cream always rises to the crop, and I think – or the top, sorry, in this situation. Comer's a load to deal with, and that's why they're so highly ranked and so much notoriety from the writers and the press throughout the state of Michigan.
Yeah, but we're Oilers, so we're going to finish talking about the good news from the Oilers tonight. A 66-51 victory in our girls' varsity game, and the balance was unbelievable. 13 from Lexi Barodachuk, 20 from Lizzie Laney, 8 from Kylie Hutchins, 12 from Audrey Lang, 2 from Miss Lucy Keys. But my Batchelder baller of the game, baller of the night, brought to you by Weefrich Financial, was Morgan Barodachuk. She had 11 points, but the defense that she played on the absolutely electric Jazz Begik was fantastic. She only had 2 points in the first quarter. Barodachuk made her think about the ball handling. She ends with 11 points. I thought she had way more than 2 or 3 rebounds, which is on Mr. Laney's stat book, but 5 steals in that game. She also had a number of knockaways as well. So Miss Morgan Barodachuk is going to be my Zaid Batchelder baller of the night, brought to you by Weefrich Financial. Again, Lizzie Laney had 20. Her sister outscored her by 2 points, but what she did defensively was such a big deal.
And it's cool as a coach too, because I do the scorebook for the varsity, and to hear her communicate, to hear her talk, whether she's in the game or on the bench. She's almost like another coach on the floor, and she's grown up in
Coach
in
French
that
has talked to.
Yeah, she does such a good job of being vocal with her teammates and telling them what they're. And she's only a sophomore. She's only 15 years old. She's young, but she's been part of the process in which you are a good athlete, but she sees both sides of it. She sees it from the student-athlete perspective. She also sees it from the coaching perspective, too, because I'm sure she'll be a coach someday when she has her own children, her own family, and all that. But she just does a wonderful job of communicating with her peers, her teammates, her coaches, and that's something that you need. You need more girls to be vocal, and I think that's one of the things that you're seeing more with our girls basketball program. You're seeing more success in terms of wins because we've got this really, really good group coming through right now. Really good skill set, good athleticism, good basketball skill, but just great kids, great young ladies to work with, and it's really fun to see that. It's kind of started with Rachel a few years ago, and then Josh has taken over and just doing a wonderful job, and we're really, really fortunate to have this group coming through that we have right now, and I'm really excited about what this is going to teach us moving forward because we took a couple on the chin. Heritage, Midland, didn't play our best, but I think what you saw tonight against Freeland was what they attacked. One thing that Coach French utilizes is huddle, the network, to be able to watch film, and because there's one thing film doesn't do, and that's lie.
Yeah.
Film does not lie. So studying the film, studying the tape, each girl having the access to be able to do that and having the wherewithal to be able to look at what they're doing wrong and study that individually from their own perspective as well as a team environment is paying dividends with this group right now. And I think you're seeing it with our record being 10-2 or 11-2 at the varsity, whatever it is. I mean, it's maybe 10-2. It's really, really nice to see goals being set high. I mean, it's always nice that we want to set the bar high with adding one of those numbers to the wall at some point with a conference championship, district championship with a trophy, regional championship. I mean, because again, if you want to have success, it starts with your goal setting and short-term goal, long-term goal, so on and so forth. But each one of these girls comes to practice every day, and they're seeing those goals become fruition because of the work that they're putting in when no one's watching behind closed doors. It's exciting. We got a big one on Thursday against Roscommon up there. We got a big one home against Bay City Central on Friday. Then we go to Gaylord and Midland Dow next week, which are going to be road warriors here these next couple of weeks. So really it's going to determine kind of the next third of our season. You kind of go in quarters or thirds depending on if it's regular season playoffs. But we're really kind of getting into the middle end of the season, and now it's a question of, okay, what have we learned? We've played these teams the first time around. Now we're starting to play them the second time around. We get Dow, we get Heritage at home. Roll the ball out there and see what happens.
66-51 the final in the girls' game. 61-47 the final in the boys' game. Mount Pleasant Oilers with a split. The Freeland Falcons. Chris Bachman, Bob